Why, hello everyone! Welcome to Fallout Coldfront, the Fallout 2D20 campaign we run Saturday evenings at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, last session, you all were at the weather station, that's right.
Indianapolis.
Yes, in Indianapolis. You all had some business to attend to there to get a van, which you now have a van. It's fixed. It runs on nuclear energy, as it should.
Collected our pay.
Yes, you got paid.
Played smooth jazz.
Some,
Got into
some
a
slightly
van
less
fight.
than smooth jazz.
You tried.
We tried.
Improv. Yeah.
You guys got into a van fight.
Yes.
That
Improv
was fun.
funk.
There was a van fight with members of the pit crew who were suspicious of you, and then you started running, and then they were more suspicious. And they were a little hasty with their judgment.
Well, that escalated fast.
It did escalate fast. They were looking for engineer. Yes.
Conductor.
No,
Conductor.
Wenton.
We talked
Conductor-
about this.
We did.
I will not cross it out again.
Yes. Conductor Wenton. And they thought he was in your van, and he was. And so they started shooting you. They didn't really know who you guys were. But you all survived the encounter with only
Two
tires
shot
this time?
tires.
Yes. Thankfully not on the same...
Yeah, they were on the same side.
They were on the same side, but not on the same front back. I don't know what to refer to that plane.
Axle.
No, like it was one of the front tires and one of the back tires.
Row of
That would be Axel then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, it would be Axel. I didn't hear you say Axel. I heard Baxel, and I was like, what's that?
Margie showed around a picture of her father. Pix
Now
and I
you know.
had beef. We added a snowplow. That was pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, you did.
We
You're
saw
probably
a
going to need that.
weird purple scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
No
That's
explanation
no
there.
foreshadowing with that.
And now we're at Pix's home, and the Brotherhood are here, which
the
is
Midwest, they're all
awkward.
Oh, sorry, I meant when I
No,
said
I'm a
no
purple
foreshadowing, I mean that is not
Now
foreshadowing.
you're the
It's just a
purple
We
scarecrow.
shouldn't read into it.
It's the Midwest.
They're
They're
scarecrows.
everywhere.
They were purple.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
Levi.
Common color these days.
It's him, the purple dancer.
I'm a purple dancer or a purple scarecrow.
Would you like to explain your outfit for today?
No.
We're not going to help you.
He is
All right.
Money
the
and we'll
purple
give you
guy,
answers.
the
He's
man behind the
spoken.
slaughter himself.
Oh well.
He is
Yeah.
the most interesting man in the world.
I drink mostly seltzer.
What does that have to do with that?
Dos Equis commercials.
I really want to see that now. Just the most interesting man in the world. I drink seltzer.
Dos Equis is like, no! My brand!
My brand.
All
I
right.
have special eyes.
So the note that we ended on was you all traveling to Tato Creek, the hometown of Pix, and snow has been picking up there, and you all stopped outside the town, and Pix was heading in to greet some of the apparent townsfolk when she realized they're in the Brotherhood of Steel. You all in the van would not see this yet, so we will pick up right with that conversation with those brothers. I don't know what to refer
Knights?
to.
Brother.
No, they're not all knights.
Aren't the
They're-
ones in Armor Knights? Or is that not true? I know nothing
The
about
rank
Right?
system is weird in between the games. In the show, it's just like you got power armor, you're a knight. But there's like in other games, there's like scribes, aspirants, knights, lancers, knight captains, knight sergeants. It's a lot. It's not quite uniform. No pun intended. But
Wouldn't it be nice if the Fallout games were consistent?
well, I do like that there are regional differences. You know, they are different chapters. Because if everything was uniform, then you would have grown up in a very comically evil place that made the Deathclaw,
Nice
that
chapter.
wants to just destroy the entire wasteland, just all of it, collectively.
And also did that
we
one
just like
thing.
history and music.
Because if
It's
you were
great.
if you were from there, you'd already be dead.
Oh,
We'd be required to kill you.
that's right. Yeah, you would be from a faction of puppy killers, and we can't allow
That's
that.
not our chapter.
That's right. Yes.
Hashtag not my
Proven.
chapter.
Anyways. I'm sorry, Jacob. I feel like I can't see you.
Whoop.
Okay.
Do we need to move the camera?
Eyebrows.
Nah, I'll just move the me, and then. Wait, that was the wrong one.
That's how I'm going
There
to
you
announce
go.
that I'm going
All
for
right,
a walk
excellent.
from now on. I'm moving the me.
So,
Fix
um, yeah, one of the night sergeants, the night sergeant, would say to you, trying to remember what we ended on. I think he just said howdy. Howdy.
Howdy.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find, there's the, I think they're called the Trench Ranch.
Wait a second. I know you. You're Gabriella's kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. They're right over there. And your old home, I take it.
Yeah.
Could I ask who's with the rest? Or who else is in the van?
Oh yeah. This is some of my my posse. I've been traveling around with some folks, some safety in numbers and all that with the Wasteland.
Yeah,
I
understand.
even have a musical friend in there too, so hoping to push that venture forward.
A musical friend?
I'm kind of talented myself, and he has a few skills that I guess he could use.
Is he like a vocalist, instrument player?
No, she's kind of just she does like computer things.
I thought you said he was a music person.
Yeah. I don't understand it either, but she insists that it's musical. So. Anyway,
Odd.
yeah, I
She
didn't.
can't.
You guys seem new here, so I'm interested to hear about that. Definitely, I'll probably stop by and check out
Her family's
some of the stuff that are going on.
Yeah. Please do. We are here for the sake of the security of the town.
Mhm.
And because of that, I know who you are. I've heard about you. But could I have some specifics about the people in the van?
Oh.
This town has been attacked a couple times, and we don't want to take any chances.
Yeah.
If you're being held hostage, then blink.
I'm not being held hostage. This is hard. Can I blink now?
Yes, you can.
We're good. No, they're all good people. Delroyd Trade Company.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, they're working with them, stuff like that. So, they have a good code to follow, which is at least helpful.
Good to hear.
They won't, if we know if they act out of line, we'll have you guys, but also they'll have their own company to deal with. So
That's a good point.
that does help. Yeah.
Would you like to introduce me to them?
Um,
Night Sergeant Foley.
If you would like to, we're hoping to get there kind of soon. I don't know if Mom knows I'm coming, but yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just get them out
Don't
of the
worry
van
about
right
it.
now.
No, don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do
absolutely.
I go over to the van and just kind of open the door and like go into it, close it, and I'm gonna turn so that the guy can't read my lips and say, "Okay, guys, so they want to meet us.
It. Your family?
No, those are Brotherhood of Steel people. They are here. Tabs?
I see.
No, I said computers. Sorry, Jules. You're a musical person. I forgot that they don't like
What?
What?
ghouls, right?
They're not gonna just shoot him on sight.
Okay.
The feral ghouls. Feral ghouls they don't like. They don't
Now,
The longer we
listen,
talk,
it's important very quickly before we leave. I'm not from the Enclave. Pip doesn't exist, and we're not going to tell them a thing about the storm. Got it?
Okay. That makes sense.
now let's go talk to them. The longer we do this, the more suspicious it looks.
All right.
Go ahead.
I open up the door and
Engage joy buzzer protocol.
Go
I'm like, I go outside. I don't care if you guys are tired. Come on, wake up. And I go outside to like then say, they're coming.
Get a lip point.
Jerry fumbles with his coat to look like he's putting on his winter coat to hop out of the van.
Yep. Yeah, it is quite cold outside.
Gonna kind of walk right in front of the power armor to obscure it a little bit as we're all climbing out.
It is
I
like
imagine
in
that there was
pieces.
a side door and that this was in the. No, there is no side door. There are two
back
front
doors.
There are
doors
back
and there's
doors.
back doors. Yeah. Well, since you guys pulled up into the town, I'm actually imagining that the back is not facing them. So
Oh, good.
they do not see it, as far as you are aware.
I think they'll be all right with my bird.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I didn't mean to have you get out of the car or van.
It's not a problem. We were
That's
all
all
planning on coming along anyways.
Well, we're out of the car now, so
Orange
let's
House
get this
perched
over
on my
with.
shoulder with like the little like falconry hood over both of his heads.
I thought it was their heads.
Their heads.
Well, I would like to welcome you all to Tato Creek. I'm sure that Mrs. Trench will be very happy to see her daughter again and some friends. I'm Night Sergeant Foley. I'm in charge of the security of this town. Could I know your all names?
Frankie Marion. Sorry, that's I switched that. It's Marion Franklin. I go by Frankie.
And he would give you a hesitant but yet still generally warm shake. Not like a "you're scum of the earth" kind of thing, but like, "Hi,
We're both nervous. It's all right.
nice to meet you."
Dr. Fletcher. He doesn't offer his hand.
Okay.
Tabitha Fisher. Gives like a really weak handshake.
Jules, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Margie?
Well, it's good to meet you all. You definitely don't seem like threats, and definitely not people that are keeping Pix Trench hostage. So that's good to know.
I don't think they could if they tried.
Yeah, I don't know if you all look it either, but give your group some credit. You all do look formidable. You've got a van. You look like you're well armed.
She'd probably shoot all of us before we could in the first place.
From what I've heard, that sounds to be true. Well, I'm not gonna escort you or anything like that. You're welcome here. So say hi to your mother for me.
Will do. What was the name again?
Foley, Night Sergeant. Just say Tristan.
All right. Well,
He's a man in his 50s. Looks like he's been.
how close is he in age to my mom?
I mean, I imagine your mom would also be in her 50s.
Okay. All right. Okay, I note that.
Stepdad?
All right. Well,
First name basis?
Well, Tristan. Wait, that was not his name. What was his name?
Tristan.
That's his
yeah.
first name.
Oh, was
Tristan
it?
Foley.
All right. Well,
You could also call him Dad.
Tristan Night Sergeant. We'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you in a little bit. We might. I don't know when I'll be leaving, but hopefully I'll be able to see you guys.
Yeah.
There might be a. I don't know. I might need a help earlier. We'll see. But yeah.
Feel free to stop by. Oh, and try to rein in your brother if you can. That guy's a real rascal.
Which one?
Caleb.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Has he set anything on fire again?
Has he done this before? He's just been littering. I've never heard of this.
Well, there were small fires. Nothing really got.
Barthol, can you make sure there's no, like, oil or anything near the Trench household? Sir.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll see you. I'll keep an eye out for him. Yeah, I'll give him a good school thing.
Sounds good.
We should get headed to your family's home.
If you all need anything, you let us know.
Very well.
And he would walk away.
Jules
Come on, guys.
visibly deflates.
Come on, guys. And I walked them down towards where our ranch is. Yeah.
All right. It seems to be in the same condition that you left it.
Okay.
Nothing seems changed here. Obviously, it is snowing a lot, but you've seen winters before. It does snow here a lot. So it seems pretty normal.
Yeah. You can correct me if this doesn't fit, but I always imagined their house is here. There's like a barn. Maybe there's some other stuff. I always imagined the creek kind of comes around behind the house.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to obviously just head there. I also look for the neighbor's farm and see if there's any like lights in it.
Yeah. It looks like all the houses in Tato Creek have smoke billowing from the not houses on fire from the chimneys. But it's a cold day. Everyone's got their fires on.
Okay.
It's a rather quaint little town that the rest of you all would see.
Lit on fire before we got here.
All right, guys, let's go. And so I just go to the front door, and I'll just I'll come up, gonna do it, and I like turn back. Everyone on best behavior. If she offers you food, you have to take it. Don't let. They might want to hear about the weird Greek thing that you're interested in. You're probably fine. Be nice.
They like music?
Don't. Brothers might ask you to bite them. Don't do that. All right.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay. You would hear some shuffling around from the door.
I
And-
quickly get myself to look kind of good looking. Yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
Of course I
Okay. The door is open, and you would see David in front of you. It would be like a 12-year-old boy. And you just see him go.
Hey! I grab him, instantly grab him, pull him out, swing him, and throw him into the snow.
He lands.
Said, hey David, I'm back. And I go into the house.
He says muffled to this stuff. You didn't tell us!
Well, this is how it's supposed to get out here. It's faster for me just to get here.
Okay. What is your defense?
2.
French family, gee.
Okay. That is 2 successes from Caleb. And that would be a vicious attack since it is surprise. You are caught off guard as your little brother, other little brother, would absolutely just grab onto your leg. I'm not rolling damage for that. This is not an actual attack.
I just start dragging him inside. Like, it's so heavy and so annoying.
How come you didn't tell us you were coming?
Because
He's
what?
like 12.
It's like what? Do we have phones? Do we have phones here? No. Okay. No, not outside. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's why I didn't call. Because it would be harder. It was easier for me to just show up. Okay.
David would now have wiped the snow off of his face, resisting the urge to just make a snowball. Who are these?
They're my traveling companions. They're all good.
Pix is working
That's
with
it?
us. We're coworkers.
You got a job?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was able to get one. I figured some stuff out. Yeah. But I'm just it's like a
Okay.
traveling job thing. I'm just gonna finish this up and then with mom. I just gotta talk with mom and then it's just like a short thing. So I'll be back. I was I'm probably gonna be back. Well, there's a few things that kind of came up, so I'm just gonna kind of deal with those things.
Okay.
Just business work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Before he would answer that, you would just hear someone say, Pix? And your mother would be coming up to meet you as well.
Tristan said
hi.
hi.
Oh my word. And before saying anything else, she would just go for a hug and nothing else. Pix, you're back.
Hey, mom. Been a little while.
It has been a while. Oh, I'm just so glad you're okay. It's been so long, and
Yeah, sorry. There's just. I kind of looked down a little bit at David.
you brought company. Oh, I don't have enough. No.
We'll be fine, Mom. Don't worry. Don't forget. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We won't
I'm
be-
Come
here.
in, come in.
I'm
It's
here.
cold.
I can help.
Come in.
We won't be staying long. We don't need food or anything.
No, you will be. You're friends of Pix. Of course, you're staying long.
I lean back and say take the food. Stop.
Be polite.
We
can't
be,
win this battle.
we be obliged, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And polite too. It's good to see. Well, come in. I'll just make some potato salad.
Yeah,
for you
where's
all.
Caleb? I heard he's in trouble with local authorities.
I'm right here. Kate.
On your leg, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was David.
You
No,
threw
David's in
David
the
to the
snow.
snow. And
Oh,
then
Caleb grabbed me.
surprised-
I thought that was David. Okay.
Nope.
I say,
It's
oh,
Caleb, right?
hey Caleb. And I
I
grab
think-
him, start to drag him out the door, and say, I'm gonna throw you into the snow now. All right?
What? That's cold.
Yeah. Well, you're a hot blooded
Is a
one.
thing. Okay, he's gonna contest this one because
Yes.
you announced it. Go ahead and roll a strength check. He will have -1 because he is a child.
That will probably not be mattering.
I'm not
is
sure
it-
if you have the baby.
Is it
card
just
first.
straight strength? Gosh. There's
All at once.
throwing, but that does not help. Oh wait, it does. Why do I have throwing 3? doesn't help. I have 0 successes.
At least there's not a puppy killer perk.
He is holding onto your leg for dear life, and he is not grabbing or letting go.
budging.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk you down the fortress now.
But it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
You'll get a cold.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen.
not as bad as you. You're gonna get let go of me now?
Are you not gonna throw me?
I'll do it later.
Okay. Not if I throw you first.
I'd like to see you try.
I will try. Justice will be cold.
Yeah, and it'll be very silly because you'll like slip on ice and like get. It'll be really, I'll laugh so hard.
And he's just going to back off into the shadows of the hallway.
I like to the back off also.
Yeah.
Just into like the daylight.
Once he's out of sight, Jerry's gonna go over to him and whisper, "All right, I'll distract her in about 15 minutes, and I'll help you."
Deal. I'm gonna go get a bucket of snow.
I go back into the main room. Like, yeah, I found. He's like, oh yeah, sorry, found Caleb. Yeah, he's probably gonna be. He's gonna go get a bucket, I think, and then he'll be back.
I would be explaining, like, at this time, some of the work that Pix is doing for DTL. While there's that, like, pause where Pix isn't in the room, just
Yes.
work talk.
So this is, and you are feel free to butt in and make any changes. But I imagined it was like a ranch-style home, just a single floor. But there's like a warm-looking living area that's not in shambles, unlike the rest of the wasteland. It's actually clean. There's not holes in the wall because it's cold outside,
Yeah.
and people are going to apply insulation.
I feel like they have an upper area, but it's probably more like where they store stuff because like
Like
the
a loft.
heat in the bottom and then
Like an addict.
yeah, probably like attic. Maybe there's like
Like an
there's
attic.
maybe like a few little
Yeah, they have
rooms
an
up there that like we use for more storage stuff probably. You know,
We use the attic for storage. We
like
get
it's-
psycho every once in a
it's
while.
probably like very like
Hold
bright,
this.
like fireplace on like wood
Arcade.
kind of orange sort of color. Is my thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Trench would get immediately started on just preparing a warm meal. Pix, come help me in the kitchen, please.
Okay, Mom.
I need updates.
Okay, I take off my gun and hang it up on. There's like a little hook, and like above it, just has like a little symbol, like a gun and like a guitar. They're both kind of crossed, and then there's like a hook, and next to it is like this big cowboy hat, and there's nothing on the hook. And there's a few other ones, but there's like some things, but like that one's empty. And I go into like, where my mom is in the kitchen. Yeah. So I just kind of, and my shoulders relax, and I just kind of pat my mom as I go by her, and then like say, "So what do you need?" I like take out a knife. Anything need to be cut?
Well, how about this right here? But most importantly, I just wanted to get a word with you. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing really good. Detail's been good. Been able to get the money. I have actually paid off whole kind of check to see the boys aren't really around. We don't like. I don't like not talk about it when they're there, but I try to like. That's not for them to deal with.
Yeah.
Not yet. So I just say, figured out, got payments for the whole operation thing. So
What?
yeah,
You did?
there was a store abandoned. They had some jewelry and stuff like that, and I was able to kind of pass those off to kind of finish the thing. I got a little bit of also borrowed some money from some of the detailed worker people, so I'm also gonna like pay them back. But like that's fine.
I don't know what to say. Well, I think thank you.
Mom,
You
it's-
didn't need to do that.
Yeah, I did. My mom. So, we're gonna. There's gonna be other stuff I gotta talk about, but we can do that like after dinner sometime.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to talk serious stuff
Yeah.
before or on an empty stomach.
Mhm. Yeah.
So tell me about your friends.
Yeah. So Margie is very quiet. I think she's
I take it that's the one, the young lady with the gas mask?
yes. I have a bet going in my head of if she's like a ghoul or like a robot or something.
What?
Yeah, totally. Like, she doesn't talk a lot, and she's never
Oh.
taken that off.
Ah.
So, that's my theory.
Do you think she could just be cold?
No, she would wear a scarf, Mom. That's a gas mask.
No, but like,
That's
well,
theory.
You can sew her a coat if you want.
well, even if you have a scarf, you can't cover your nose with it, but
I mean-
you can with a gas mask.
Yeah, but then it's cold. It's rubber, Mom. Anyway, Jules is yeah, she's kind of more just a rep. She's kind of annoying.
Yeah, fair.
But she has good ideas, you know. I think I like her ideas more than her, actually.
Was Pip her idea? Because if so, I like her ideas more than her too.
Yes, the dagger in the heart. Dabs is pretty nice. We actually got to like, I don't know. I know you always talk about like, I don't know. Like I mean, I didn't talk a whole lot about like how I wanted sisters and stuff. But, like, you know a little about that. But like, it was kind of fun because there was like, we got to do like the crying and like the bathroom thing that like they are in like the stories. Which was pretty nice. I like
I'm
that.
glad that you can have that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can cry in the bathroom. I'm so glad you have that now.
Inside her heart. I'm glad I don't have to do that for you anymore.
I'm so sad and everything.
You have girlfriends now. Go. They can help.
Cool. Like yeah, Jerry's. I have worries about him. Yeah, he's
Don't we all?
problematic. I think. So yeah, just keep an eye on him. Yeah, I think he's dealing with stuff. Frankie's really nice. We've never, you know, usually whenever I've seen a ghoul, we've had to shoot them, so it's pretty cool just getting to talk with one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been really nice and not at all trying to eat me or anything. So that's really cool.
Not the breakdown I was expecting.
Macroaggression.
Good to know we don't have to do that. She takes a concealed handgun and puts it back
Oh,
into the
she-
back
Mom.
into the cabinet.
I'm like, oh,
Just want to
Mom.
be safe. You know, it's dangerous
get
these
that.
days.
I get that. Yeah, and I haven't been around. Al also he's a musician, so that's pretty cool.
Really?
We haven't been able to. We kind of had an argument at one point, so we haven't super talked about.
Was it an argument about music?
No, it was just other stuff. It was like work stuff. Really boring. We don't need to talk about it.
Let's tell me this.
Hmm?
Are you safe?
Jerry around.
I really want to say with not with Jerry around, but I'm not going to say that.
Metagame schmooze.
Mom, there's stuff going on. I like listen as like everyone's like whispering in the other room. I'm like,
I imagine so.
well, I know like they're not hearing, so that's good. Like there's just
She dragged you to the kitchen for a reason.
yeah. Details got some like important business. Kind of something that can help a lot of people. We'll talk a little more about that, but I mean it's a wasteland, so we're not all perfectly safe. I think that there's a pretty capable group. I'm definitely more the fire iron of the group, so that's interesting. But
That's surprising.
not surprising, yeah. But I think things are going to be a little bit more dangerous, I think.
Well, you said you paid for my surgery, so why don't you just come home?
I mean that's one reason why we're here is because we're gonna take you to Chicago to get that done.
Chicago.
Yeah. So
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, so we might need to. We'll talk more about that tonight. Probably gonna have a bit of a family meeting with that. But we might either need to send the boys somewhere, or we might need to like I kind of look at the out the window at where our neighbors live. Are they? What's the family's name?
Do you want me to come up with a name for them?
I
have one.
Yeah.
Just in case.
What would they be?
Yates.
The Yates.
Spelled Yeats.
Nice. Are the Yeats still there?
Yeah, of course the Yates are still there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I might pop over there and ask them about.
You should. Chris would be so happy to see you. And well, he's kind of the reason the Brotherhood is around now. We were attacked by raiders a few weeks ago. He was on the outskirts of town, and he took a hit in the leg, and we all rushed out and had a whole posse and shooed the raiders off. But we needed a security force that was a little bit more active, and we're in Brotherhood territory anyways. And, well, I mean, you met Night Sergeant Foley, right? He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But it would mean a lot for you to visit him, if you could.
I can do that. Yeah.
Well, I almost burnt the salad.
No, Mom.
It's fallout.
I like my
can bake
warm
salads if I
salad.
want to. Okay, well, it's time for dinner.
Like that. Okay.
Come gather your friends and set the table.
Grab a bell. Bang, 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 bang. Everyone, get in here.
Wondering if that's a tradition, and I'm gonna go in.
While they were doing that, Jerry would probably be out there letting the boys play with Hennig. And,
Yes.
Aww.
and he would have showed them how to tie a rope and play tug of war with the dog.
Oh, they would have
It's not
happily done that
problematic.
with you.
See, he's not problematic. He's got a pupper.
They probably
When he's
they
not
would have
eugenics.
loved playing with Hennig.
That's right. He's adopted
And
for kids.
I imagine Hennig would also enjoy a good game of tug of war. And at one point, I imagine Hennig's pretty strong for a dog, right?
He's like a half Saint Bernard, half lab.
Wow.
Wow.
He's a big.
Really?
That's a big dog.
That is a big dog. Yeah, I imagine at some point it's just both David and Caleb are holding onto the rope, and Hennig is just dragging them both through the snow, just absolutely ponying them on the game of tug. But just a thought. You all would hear the very loud dinner bell of the trench dinner tradition.
Come in.
There's a comically small table that's definitely good for 5 members of a family, and so a bunch of chairs are dragged in from anywhere in the house to make it a very cramped dinner table, but it'll work.
All right, Caleb. Take a bucket of snow. Once she's sitting down, go up behind her. No. Grab a handful of snow, shove it down the back of her shirt.
Classic.
It's really cold.
Are you still gonna distract her?
Oh yeah, I'll start talking to her.
Okay. Go.
Hey, Pix. What are we eating?
Warm tato salad.
We are eating warm tato salad, and if you don't like it, I advise for you to just
Oh,
pass it
no.
along to all of us. Where's the sauce?
Oh, no,
we
it
need
looks-
some of this salt.
It looks delicious, Pix. Thank you, Mrs. Trench.
Roll a
Schmooze check.
speech. Yeah, we'll say charisma. Charisma speech check. Roll a perception check. Survival focus.
Dun, dun.
A
Can you survive someone schmoozing your dog?
3
No, this is
successes.
just-
Three?
Direct picks.
It's critical
I know,
success
but it's
from
a survival
Caleb.
check.
Perception. Anything else?
Survival.
Oh,
This is a
It's perception.
yep. This is seeing things check.
I need 6s. Come on, come on. Nope.
Okay. Jerry's heavy intent and focus on you and concern for the matter of food has you completely distracted. And your brother drops a mound full of snow behind or down your collar.
Ugh.
He would immediately run to the dinner table as if it was the safe zone in tag and be like, "Okay, time for dinner."
Jerry would give him a high
I-
five.
I pick up the snow and say, really funny. I like walk over to the sink, and when I come around behind him, I just like put it on his head.
Mom, Rick did it at the dinner table.
Nah, it wasn't me. It was totally him. He's blaming me again for things.
Well, that just means Pix is doing dishes tonight.
Okay.
And both David and Cam go, woo.
Actually,
was
Mrs.
gonna do
Trench,
this anyway.
we could help out. I mean, considering you're feeding all of us.
I would say normally thank you. But Pix has violated a very important trench rule. That is no fussing about at the dinner table.
I understand.
I walk back by Caleb and like when Mom's not looking, stealth roll. It was worth it. And I go, go to where?
All right.
Sit down.
So Mrs. Trench would set out a full meal that I am not detailing, but part of it would be tato salad.
Is it
A
good?
lot of potatoes. A lot of potatoes.
Roll a check for cooking.
It is. And probably because one of the most common ingredients that is in every single one of these sides is ramen butter.
I thought you were going to say love.
Well,
I thought he was
that's
going to say
That's true.
Tato.
That's the other side.
love is just a code name for butter. That's how this works.
That's true.
Oh,
France has a lot of love, but not for people, only food.
Well said. I think that describes France pretty accurately. Anyways, dinner. So before the food is served, Mrs. Trench would actually say, "Okay, would you all mind if I pray real quick?"
not at all.
God, thanks. You are good, and this food is good, and the company is good. Amen.
She looked confused when she said good the third time.
I am very normal and start cutting my potatoes. So you're saying that these are not the original thing?
I actually forgot what potatoes are again.
They look like a tomato, but they look like a
They
potato
taste like-
inside.
Yeah. They're brown on the inside, they're red on the outside.
Jerry's gonna reach
like a
over
tomato.
and take Frankie's hat off and put it on his chair behind him.
What?
That's my hat, Doc. It's not at the table. It's a hat. I took it off for
I like
prayer.
roll my eyes on
Take
my
it off
mom
of the
and
table,
like keep
too.
reading.
So, Mr. Frankie, was it? I heard that you are a musician. What do you play?
Oh, trumpet mostly, but recently I picked up a saxophone. It was graciously given to me by the. Now I'm blanking on their names. I'm so sorry.
Protons.
How could
The
Frankie forget
Protons.
the Protons? So I've been trying to learn that. I play jazz mostly.
Oh.
He's
really?
pretty
Well,
good.
yeah.
You're going to have to get him to play a song for you after dinner.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That would be lovely. It's been a while since I've heard some live music that's been good.
I starts laughing and like eats some food.
I would be happy to.
Well, okay.
No, Mom, I know.
No, I'm sorry. Just the.
No, it's fine. I know. I can play good music. I just like my music.
No, I was actually just talking about Bert Eckert over on the other house. Found a harmonica.
Oh, no.
Just sounds like a chicken dying. not good.
Oh.
And chickens exist in the Fallout universe. Thank you, the show. Anyways,
Yeah, that's gonna keep our chickens up.
I know. That's not good. Someone really needs to talk some sense into him.
Yeah, maybe I could do that or something.
Jerry's while they're talking, he's gonna be eating a bite, and then he's gonna take a little bit and feed it to Hennig behind his chair,
Okay.
and alternate between doing that.
Oh.
I wish I thought of that.
Do we have like a
Thank you.
like a white
Headache.
Just in case.
like fur doesn't quite fit in cat? That's like our barn cat who we've never named. Do cats exist?
I don't think so.
Do we have something that's horrible and looks like a cat?
You could have a mole rat.
Oh, gosh.
There's one in New Vegas named Snuffles.
Oh my
Our-
And he has a
god.
higher intelligence than the main antagonist of the game.
Our main, we call him our barn cat because of the elven tales, and he does do a pretty good job. I just am betting this horrifying thing. And then like
What's the name?
I think we just call it barn cat because we're like, oh, we're not gonna name it because then we have to keep it, but then we had to give it a title, and it didn't help.
Picks that is a slight health risk at the dinner table.
We've done it for years. It keeps us stronger. Put it under
Barn
the
cat
table.
snarls at you.
Jerry with no
Jules
immune
coughs
system.
politely.
He's got a better immune system than you guys do. He's a vault kid.
He's dying actively.
No, but his immune system is great.
My immune system is great
Hey,
because I grew up
hey,
with fruit.
Enclave kid, better than Jerry's.
Hey, ghoul. I beat you all.
Hey, hey, possibly slightly inbred. Better.
No.
So, Margie, what's your name? Are you cold or anything? Can I get you a scarf or...
I'm okay.
Are you sure? Okay, just wanted to make sure you're all comfortable here.
Well, yeah, how's Margie eating?
She is not.
Margie,
If she was not given food, then she does not have it.
Margie, you can
She was
just like
given.
take some food
Oh,
and like
she's
we
just
got a back
been
room I
holding
can
it.
If you
show
just
you.
go into the other room, you can change into the new mask and it has the straw thing. You can at least drink something.
Is there
Margie,
like a
you
soup?
can go. You can go. We can.
It's like potato soup.
We totally have
Yes.
to have this. Yes. Oh, that sounds so bad.
If,
but I
are
would
you
eat
talking
it.
about like there's a like private room?
Like
to
I'd probably
eat?
take you to like like if we need to the upstairs room or like even just like somewhere like I'm sure we have like a room that we just kind of
You
like
take her to the attic.
keep stuff. There's like a spice room or something, or like we put stuff in there. So like I
I
just
mean, it's
like
probably a pantry.
yeah. So I probably just like so like if you want you can just like eat in here. I like drag an extra chair and like be like if you want to you can like eat in here and so like you can like yell across and like we can like
Thanks.
hear you and you can like keep the door shut. And there's like a little like you got this. You're fine. Just here's your other mask. And I go.
Thanks.
You can join us for drinks afterwards.
Margie, do you want if you want company at all, I can sit in there with my back facing you.
No, thank you.
I
Okay.
can send Barncat. She really likes to snuggle.
Sure.
Barncat! Get in there! Barncat! I
love
you
horrid
need
little
it.
pets.
That means he likes you.
Hissing very loudly.
I did not know I needed
Roll a charisma.
Gosh.
How good is Margie with animals?
That's a complicated question. So she has a history of trying to keep horrid little pets that shouldn't be pets.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you'd call that a good relationship with animals. I think that it's something.
this.
How about a two, then?
Experience.
Sure.
Animal focus at 2.
Oh. My charisma's bad enough that one of those is still not a success. One critical success.
A critical. Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
Okay. Barncat immediately jumps in your arms.
Nice. Pet.
Don't
You
understand
thoroughly
what's
drunk
happening.
Barncat, and Margie goes to the pantry, I guess.
Just eating with Barn Cat.
Yeah. When I like come back in, I like mouth to my mom, robot and or ghoul, and like sit down and start eating again.
And or
Yeah.
robot ghoul.
I also get some
Ooh.
of the potato juice. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
drink it.
Okay.
There's no way that's good.
Ah, it's
I feel like
great.
it tastes like a V8 that's
Is
gone
there an
bad.
alcoholic
Oh.
version?
Yeah, there is.
It's called the Bloody Mary.
It's
Probably not in this home.
Tata.
Maybe go to the
Vodka?
Everett's. They might have some.
If you make it out of maple sap, it's still vodka.
Gosh darn
weirdly
Chris
enough.
and his
So
gosh
Margie
darn
did
family.
have vodka back in
Not Chris.
Cooney.
Different family.
Oh, I see. I
The
see.
Eckharts and the Yates.
Oh, different sides. You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all have been, well, working with Pix for a while. How has that gone?
She's been really helpful. She's a great shot. Saved all of our lives probably on a couple of occasions.
Really?
I almost died once. I mean, I didn't die. We had a doctor. there, so it
She's
was fine.
exaggerating.
That
She's
is-
exaggerating.
Mm.
She's trying to
she was
make it
telling the
sound.
truth
She
here.
was.
She's trying to make it sound cooler for you, I
She
think.
is. She almost died.
I did almost.
did.
Julian, make a speech check. Charisma speech.
Don't tell your mom stuff like that, man.
She forgot halfway through it.
What's your middle name? Do you have one? You don't have to have one.
E. Pixie.
S.
Yeah, Pixie.
Critical success.
Whoa.
Pixie Trench.
Pixie Trench.
So her first name
Pixie.
is Pix. I
Um.
thought it was a nickname this whole time.
Pixie.
Her name is Pixie.
Yep, Pixie Pix. Do we have middle names?
Pixie Pick Pix.
Ah.
No, I'm sorry. That's
So,
not
her
actually
so
canon.
Pix's full name is Pixie, and then Pix is the nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also Sticks.
But also
So we can talk
stickers.
about that.
Pixie Sticks? Your middle name is Sticks?
It's another nickname.
I thought it was like Pix like a guitar pick because she liked music,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
So
it's in
that
name,
was
too.
why.
it is a
It
double
was.
meaning.
That's why we got the nickname. Like it got through. It's a lot of different reasons. That was one. Yes.
Well, Pix definitely does have the tendency to over exaggerate.
It was very cool, though. She was right.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any fun stories from the wasteland, or has it mostly been a real downer?
We found a village of horse enthusiasts. Like
What's a horse?
really tuned into the whole track.
Equinologists.
Like-
Yeah, they were like really into horses.
I don't suppose you remember
Skinny cows.
horses, donkeys, anything from the old stories.
Well, they don't usually mention them in the old stories. They're just
Think-
like they rode
okay,
from
a-
here to there. And
A Brahmin. Think a Brahmin,
Right.
but with one head and tall.
a cow,
it's got a
Yes,
long
with the no
face.
a
horns.
giraffe.
Yeah, but like without the neck.
It's like a
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Actually, yes.
I know about a giraffe, but not a horse.
Yes,
It's like a
yes.
stumpy
Next
neck,
to
go,
necked giraffe,
"Whoa."
I guess.
I want to see a mutated giraffe with two heads now.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my word! You can make a slingshot.
It's just like a tree with all these branches, and there's a head at the end of each branch.
Giraffes, like,
It's like a
Oh my god.
it's like a yeah like a Greek item.
Toque.
goofy session.
That's their official name now.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Huh. Were they nice?
Yes, we helped them breed.
The horses, the
The
horses.
horses.
The horse.
I'm like red.
In like
She,
a
she goes into the kitchen and puts a glass jar much like that one that is just labeled nonsense jar. Put a cap in.
It's not nonsense. It's like, you know, on a farm, you gotta get the animals to make more animals.
Right, but we were talking about the people. I said, are the people nice? And he responded,
You didn't say the people, to be fair.
I said, were they nice?
I thought you were talking about the giraffes.
The horses?
I reach in and like pull like I open my jacket and grab something that has a wooden handle and looks kind of like a gun's handle, and I look at Jerry.
I don't have any caps.
I'll
Okay,
like.
that's fine.
Never mind.
Do you not have to
though.
roll a
Oh, man, if
deception check
only-
for that?
No, if only we need someone to do like dishes or.
I
something
think
like
we.
that.
I think she did just hear
No,
that
you
we
still
got.
owe me for that too. You can't get out
I
of
could
it.
do something else.
You're helping Pix now with the dishes.
All right. Do you have a swearing jar?
Yes.
Well, be careful then.
I mean, David hasn't gotten the talk yet, so I don't
no.
know how early the talk comes in the wasteland, but
How old
Birds
is he?
and bees even still exist?
12?
I think we heard the bees don't.
Oh, so what would it be then?
I don't
The
know.
rad scorpions and the
Anyway.
all rat jars.
Anyway. Swear jars.
well, anything else fun other than Finley? No.
No.
Yeah.
There were some.
Done a lot
Well,
of
we
work.
found some Santa Claus enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
almost
not
killed
fun.
us.
They
That
weren't
wasn't
very
fun.
nice.
That
We're
wasn't
You're not
very
talking
fun.
about the elves, are you?
Oh yeah.
Not good people.
Not good.
That's what I said.
I got to
Yeah, Jerry
dance.
broke the
That was
one.
fun.
Broke a foot with Kane.
What did you say, Pix?
I don't believe him.
Oh, I got to dance. That was fun.
To dance? Who'd you dance with? Me,
Um,
I'm also here.
I like visibly start at his like.
He was so chill.
I
This
literally
is-
forgot Corlin.
This is quite fun. He does have a stealth focus of 6. So.
I'm like next to him. He's like,
Where'd you
like,
come from?
It's
I've
like
been here
previous
the
shots
whole
always
time.
shot. He wasn't there, and then now he is.
They forgot to drag him a chair, so he's just standing in the back of the room.
Mrs. Trunch, this salad is amazing. Thank you for making it.
Just a polite house guest.
Thank you. It's an old family recipe. I came up with it myself.
She's the oldest in the family.
So, has your family been long in Tato Creek then, Mrs. Trench?
Yes. Well, we've been here for as long as Pix has been around.
Forever. For me.
And I don't know which one of you did it, but thank you for loaning money to...
Mom, don't know.
They gave you money, dear.
No, I'm gonna pay it back. You don't have to thank them. Oh.
Well, it's still a nice thing to give a loan and not, you know...
I know. Like, I thanked them.
Wait, what's their interest rate?
It's... I don't know. We'll talk about it. It's the mayor.
No, that one's on me. You don't talk interest rates at the table. She put a cap in the jar. That's nonsense.
Do you have to leave that out on the table most days, or?
Yes, I have 2 sons.
That's very understandable, actually.
What happens when you fill it up? Go do something nice?
We buy another Brahmin.
We have a few Brahmin.
We've got 10 whole heads.
10 head of Brahmin. What's a 5?
Is that 10 or is that 5?
I feel like that's how Brahmin were invented. Is like someone's just like, yeah, I got 10 heads of cattle, and some guy
There's
was
only
just
5 here.
Like, someone's like, what if there were less cows than there are heads?
What time is it right now? Is this like a lunch or a dinner?
Oh, good question.
I thought you said we would have arrived by lunch.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
it was
This
like
would be
4
lunch.
hours from morning.
Sorry, it's on me. I started referring to it as the dinner table, and in my head, that just made me think.
Same.
It's the luncheon table.
Well, that's why I
Yeah,
was
it's a
confused.
dinner table. You're using it for
It
lunch.
could also be like a later thing because they're like farm people, so they go to bed like earlier.
Well, Mrs. Trench, we can't stay for terribly long. Gonna make a little bit more ground up today if we can.
Right, we've got to go to Chicago, don't we?
Did she tell you?
I told her like just a little bit, just about her stuff.
Sure.
I'm gonna talk with them later. Mm-hmm.
Well, we
Yeah.
should probably leave as soon after lunch as we can.
Yeah.
Have we talked
Yeah. You
about-
guys finish up. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna check over with Chris, see how he's doing, and I just got just excuse myself and head out and say, "I'll be right back, Mom. I'll take care of the dishes." And I go.
Jerry's gonna start doing the dishes.
Jules is gonna help.
Margie's gonna come out of the closet with like her empty bowl, the other mask on. Be like, thanks.
Oh, bring it over here. Was it good? Tell her thank you.
Thank you.
She just did.
It was good.
I think the mask muffles it.
They do tend to do that.
Thank you for dinner, Mrs. Trench. It was very generous, far more than you needed to.
Oh, of course. Well, we've got plenty here. Tato Creek, while remote, is pretty fruitful, which is why we're here. Because there's taters.
Well, we've been on the road a long time, so it's good to be in a home.
Of course. All right, Pix. You're going over to the Yates house. Or Yates house. Ugh. Why did I decide to name it like this?
They're
Ugh,
the Yates,
house.
but she calls them the Yeats.
Yes.
Not all the time, but most of the time. Yeah, so she makes her way, she just kind of hops a fence, makes her way over there, as she usually does. I feel like she usually always appears and just kind of like enters places and is usually just abruptly barging in upon the lives of the Yates and not Chris. So I think she thinks about going to the front door and being like civil, but then she's like, but that probably will actually not be as homey feeling.
Okay.
So I think she just like lets herself in the back and goes up to where his room is.
Yeah.
And then I knock on his door.
Mom! I told you! You're not supposed to do it between 12 and 1!
Chris, are you decent, or is there something weird going on in there?
You hear just a bunch of stuff shuffle. He opens the door and he's like, hey, Pixelicious. What are you doing here?
I ask myself that sometimes. I want to see how you were doing.
He does have a cast on his leg, or like a bunch of haphazard bandages.
Yeah. Well, you seem all right.
What's happening?
That's right. I'm all good here. Nothing bad. How's the wasteland? I see you have all 4 limbs still. That's nice.
I'm gonna close the door and open up again, and we're gonna pretend everything that happened before didn't happen. All right. Okay.
Nothing bad.
All right. Hi, it's Pix. I'm back.
Hi, Pix. Come on in.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
Good.
What are you doing here?
I'm just back for a little while. I'm picking up my mom for something. Just wanted to see how you were doing and the town. I heard about the whole raider fight and how you got hurt, and I was wondering about how you were.
Well, I'm doing fine. I totally chased him off and probably shot like 8 of them.
Wow,
Yep. Yeah. So
that's a
I gave it back as much as I got. 8 times as much as I got.
yep.
You remember he was a terrible shot.
Yeah, I kind of felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you've gotten better, really.
Yeah. Things can change in months.
Yeah, definitely.
Quick context question. How old is Chris?
It's not that much younger than Pix. Maybe like a year or 2.
Okay.
Okay.
She could be older.
I'm just not sure whether to picture Chris as like our age or like 50, you know? Though the Pixelicious gave a context clue.
Huh?
Oh yes.
I thought he was just a weird old man. How you doing, Pixelicious? Like,
I feel like that would be
Chris.
better. Well, good. Does he actually seem to be like doing well? Like he seems lively, so.
Yeah, he does seem lively. Despite the leg wound.
All right.
You will say it is a little odd that they mentioned that it was several weeks ago that this event took place, and he still got bandages on his leg. Like, Tabs has already recovered her leg wound, and that was pretty egregious too. Or, I'm sorry.
I don't think
inflicted the
Frankie
wound
shot
on
Tabs. I
Frankie.
think it was the other way
Well,
around.
I get like a very minor leg wound, like way back when we like first encountered some raiders. but
Right.
Also, it would have been healed by now, anyways.
And I also had some
Yeah.
like life-threatening things that are now fine. So
Right.
I've gotten
Yeah.
shot in the
Like-
chest like twice. In
We've
the
got
cup
stim
picks.
packs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There aren't really many stim packs in Tato Creek.
Okay. Is that more like? Do I think that's more of what's going on, or do I need to make a roll for like what's going on with that?
You would know. There's not really a town doctor here.
Okay.
But people are generally, they do the right things. Like, oh, you've got a cold. You should stay inside and drink plenty of fluids. And oh shoot, you got shot in the leg. Let me bandage that and clean the wound. So it's like people are good at first aid, but for anything beyond that,
You need a
that's
doctor.
little advanced.
Yeah.
Wait,
But he's doing dishes right now.
I know you did have to go to
You
my
wash
doctor
all
for your
dry.
mother
Jerry
initially.
has on like a frilly
I think
apron
that was
like,
probably not even in town because we probably had to take her.
Yeah,
somewhere.
you may have gone somewhere else. Yeah.
I feel like Pix is very intimately equated with the fact that there isn't really people who know medical things
Yeah.
in town.
Yeah, so that's probably the
Um,
case.
So that's where I was going. So, You still playing?
Always. It's what I'm on this earth to do.
Do you have your guitar? I've been dying to play a song.
Sure, why not? Here you go. He's gonna pass the acoustic to you.
Okay.
Very, very worn out acoustic
I
guitar.
pull out the picks that I've always had on me this whole
The
time.
Brendan's Baylor. No.
I just kind of sit outside the room and I start to play the most disgusting, horrifying song. It's called. I just look at him and says, "This came to me in the night." Don't read into it. It's Love Story. I just thought it was interesting. She starts playing Taylor Swift's Love Story. It's slightly off. but no one likes. But no one will probably like this. So I start to
You
play.
just described regular Taylor Swift. Okay.
Oh, shots
She
fired.
just dropped a new album like today.
Oh.
So
Dang.
not
Very
nice.
timely
I
dig.
do not care. Moving on.
I don't
Yes.
really either. But, you know,
Anyways,
it's
she
just
starts playing
interesting.
that song. Yes, and then I quickly changed to a different one because it is a love song, and I do not like that context.
You accidentally just flirted with this man.
I don't
you
like
did.
That was your Chris Alicious.
I don't like that. I say that was nothing. You know that I don't do social cues. All right.
Okay, I do want to apologize if any of you actually like Taylor Swift. That's fine.
I like old Taylor Swift, like the OG stuff,
Fair enough.
but I don't really like her newer stuff.
Okay, roger that. I just did not want to actually disparage anyone.
All the
that likes
Swifties in the
Taylor
comments
Swift.
are like,
You're stupid. That's how we get our crowd. Is we just insult Swifties.
yeah.
And then they come here.
All the Swifties are like, I'm watching this entire RPG just because you said that.
I can't wait for your characters to die.
Ha! You got injured. That'd
We get a massive audience, but they're all rooting against us.
actually be kind of fun.
I would enjoy
Hey,
that.
any
They start
publicity is good.
updating the wiki. They're like,
What's it? Even bad publicity is publicity.
There is no bad publicity.
There is no bad publicity.
I know. I start doing the "We didn't start the fire" song.
It ends like halfway through.
Hands happy, yeah, because it just like does, and the bombs dropped. And I just like feel like there should be more, but there's not a lot of context after that. Yeah, thank you. Put that in my hand to him and say, so, what do you know about the Brotherhood of Steel?
Oh, total pains in the butt. That's for sure.
I almost started liking Chris, and then I remembered he's that Chris.
I'm gonna roll. Is he trying to impress me? Because sometimes I can't get a read on this guy. So I'm gonna try and like.
Yeah, go for it.
Is he?
Yeah. Make
I'm
a
just
perception
reading.
roll.
I'm gonna open up his mask. See if I can find
Playing the
what's
guitar
going on.
and talking about
Um,
Brother of Steel.
My charisma has changed since last time. so
That's not how I remember that song.
One success.
Mhm.
He's telling the truth as far as you can tell.
I'm
Well,
usually-
I mean, well, they kind of have stayed out of our business, but
Mhm.
it's good. It's good to have extra security, I think. But Foley is not fun. He just wants me to play show tunes all the time. Show tunes.
Ugh.
Do you even know what musicals are?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like life, but people just sing every 5 minutes. That's not what music should be.
Okay, well, we're not gonna have that conversation right now. But I'm going to say yes. I feel your pain. Down with the hierarchy. But okay, so they've been like. There's just some really bad things that I've heard and even seen the aftermath of the Brotherhood of Steel. Is there anything on that happening in our town? Do you know of, or like anything going on with that? Are they trying to suppress stuff, take things from us?
No, I mean, we asked for them ourselves. Your mom was actually pretty big on that. But you said they've done horrible stuff? What have they done?
Well, people who don't agree with their views on technology get warnings, and then they get their homes destroyed. I walked by a town burning down. I don't understand why people decide that creating a situation where death is so viable, so easy, and they just choose that.
Well, if you're asking, they haven't done it for us, and I've well, once this foot thing heals, I was actually contemplating joining them. Not with Foley. He's a jerk.
Mhm.
But I've read a lot and heard a lot about what they have done, and I know their whole warning system, and they don't kill people. They're different. They stop people that are actual threats. like you said, you saw them burn a town to the ground. Did you know why?
No.
Well, they were probably working on pre-war weaponry or tech that would be, dangerous to people like us. We're just a farm. We're just a place that wants to be free from the politics and dangerous tech. And I want someone out there building lasers and plasma rifles.
I could maybe respect them if they followed through, said, let's not do technology, no one gets it, but then they take it. And I don't trust people when they make boxes and categories, because then people get really small. People become numbers.
Good to see you're still in that phase.
Yeah,
We'll get through it eventually.
It's not.
I don't know about that.
No, you're in your punk phase. You're in your resist the big leader, that kind of thing, right? That's where I was.
Stick it to the band.
Mm-hmm.
Stickers into the man.
If this is too dramatic and too much of a
No, this
not
is
what you
very.
expected with
No, this
Chris.
is very good.
Okay.
I can see that definitely things. Probably things have changed. Yeah. Thanks, you. I don't think that they're just doing bad things, but I feel like they could do better. And I don't know if joining them will be the best way of helping.
And what do you think is the best way of helping?
I'm just a silly little girl. What do I know?
Well, you're
I think do
going to learn
things.
something eventually. You're going to come up with the way that you think you can help the world, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe just do good things. Guess I've thought about that. Maybe just I'm supposed to do good things. Maybe that would help.
There's got to be more nuance to it than that. Everyone in this world thinks they're just doing good things. Except the mob. Screw the mob.
It's good mob. No, I mean. Did Margie drop something? Did Margie drop my cat?
Hard cat.
And you get after me for dropping my pen tab, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I drop my crochet hook and it goes. Ding.
I guess. I got really distracted by that. Sorry, hold on a second. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think everyone does things that are, like, good. Because I think we do things that we think are, like, justified or, like, right.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's those things that are good, but they hurt a lot. And I don't think we
Like-
want to do those things.
Burning a town that pushes the envelope on technology.
No. Because that says that we're smarter than everyone else. And I think we need to be really careful when we say we are. Because that's what everyone else says.
That's true.
You got more philosophical than last time we talked. That's interesting.
Yeah. Things
I guess that makes
change.
They do. Mhm. It's hard when you're not here to see them change. It's a lot faster. People are older when you come back. Like barely throw my brother into the snow. That was weird.
Yeah, you threw me into the snow the
You did?
other day. No. Definitely not.
Interesting.
Well, it was still good to have you visit.
It was good. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
How about I teach you another lesson? How about that? Not in a fight way, guitar way. Maybe that's just a good thing for today.
I don't think I have time today. Sorry. Good luck. I'll see you around and stuff. We'll definitely talk. We'll definitely talk more. I might need to head out, but I'll be back. And we'll be able to catch up then, and we'll have plenty of guitar lessons and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Good luck with whatever you would do. Like, I may not agree with everything you do, but I'm always gonna I'm gonna be there for you as long as I can be. Don't turn crazy on me. All right? You turn crazy, you turn bad.
I think we need to burn everyone.
There, right there. Don't go to that place. And I think we'll be good. But I think I got to go.
Yeah, and don't go full-blown anarchist on me.
Yeah.
You can go half anarchist, though. That's fine.
Okay, I'll try. I anarch on someone else. And, it doesn't matter.
There you go.
I'm a rebel at that point. They're a good one. All right, I'll see you.
Good to see you, Pix.
Bye, Chris. And I head out.
Okay.
Go down.
And I take it return to the rest of the party?
Yeah, I do that.
All right. You guys have some important stuff to discuss with the Trench family.
Jerry's washing dishes. I'm drying dishes.
We're probably done at this point.
Yeah.
You were over there playing the guitar. You didn't help us at all.
Yeah.
I feel like we are a dishwashing efficient machine.
You gotta leave
Oh, yeah.
one plate.
Jerry's probably really, really carefully scrubbing everything like he does with all his lab equipment and stuff.
Do you have distilled water to pour on it afterwards to make sure it doesn't get
he wishes
mineral?
he did.
Especially with the
Doesn't-
mole rat around.
He's probably double washing everything.
Pix would arrive. He's back.
Hey, guys.
You missed the dishes.
Oh, no, I didn't. See, there's one left. She
That
would
one's
take
already
it.
clean.
She did.
So tell your mom you helped.
Do not wash it. Puts it there. Yeah.
Behind her back, he's going to take it. She cleaned it and put it on the floor, and he's just going to clean it again.
I turn away after I just put on the floor, pick it up, wipe it, and put there, and then you take it.
And Pix, I hope you know that wasn't a loan.
No,
There's no...
I took all the jewelry from the store and I used that. I didn't really ask anyone, and that was kind of everyone's. So I'm gonna pay back that. Sorry about that.
I had a couple pieces too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just that was wrong. I'm wrong of me, actually. And Jules is no.
Hicks, I don't loan money to my friends. I just give it.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, here's I want to talk with you before I talk with them. Group huddle. I look over at the man who has just appeared as if he was in the wood and is now staying outside.
Court law?
Hello.
Court lawn, you can come and listen too.
Oh, great. Awesome. Shuffles on into this group huddle.
There. I look at court lawn no, I'm getting distracted. I say, okay. So with the Brotherhoods of Steel, I was learning about that. So basically my family, including my mom, kind of asked them to come here, which kind of makes sense. They don't really have me. I mean, I'm not the solo person who defends this place, but I'm good, basically. I'm good. They didn't really have anyone. Also, Bandit Raiders. Chris got shot. It's like he wasn't able to like. We don't have any doctors here. We don't really have like.
It's Brotherhood territory. I get it. I just didn't know it extended this far south.
Yeah, I don't think I don't really expect people to like.
Just
call
means we're
them
going to have to
here.
be careful with what we tell them. All
Yeah.
of them.
Pix, are you sure it'd be safer to move your family?
I guess I was thinking that. I don't really know about the factions and stuff like that. The Brotherhood of Steel's pretty powerful. So if things did get worse, they could probably move them.
Unless you're not telling us something, I don't think they've got anything against Tato Creek.
No. Mm.
I won't condone any of what they've done, but I don't think they would hurt anyone here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't like it that they're here, but it might be.
Well, you're preaching to the choir on that. I just think it's probably a better place for your family to be than somewhere unprotected.
Yeah. Nils is in a pretty good connection, so like. I'm concerned that if we go after our objective, it's gonna stir up people and places and stuff.
That's why we're not telling anyone anything.
Yeah.
As long as we stick to that, we're fine. We're safe.
Besides, we're not messing with the mob. We're not messing with anyone right now. So why would they come after your family? All we're doing is going to investigate the storm, sneak by the mob unnoticed, if possible.
I know, but I guess just people are gonna figure out this is important. I feel
Not if we don't tell them.
I know, but people are gonna. Corlon's or
Hi.
probably not the. I mean, you're the first person to figure out like something's going on here, and like people haven't like followed you up on that. But I don't know how long it's gonna last. So we have a time lapse. That means I think,
That's what I've been trying to say.
yeah. So maybe
Have you asked your family what they want?
I haven't done that yet.
I think you should involve them in this decision-making process.
Well, I want to check with what I want to ask them, I guess. Because if it's safer here, which it might be.
Judging by what I've seen of the storm so far, and the fact that there is a Brotherhood presence now, I do think that your family could probably survive. The problem with the storm is that it lasts. That it would continue into the spring and summer. If we weren't able to stop this by then, that's when, well, a lot more people than just your family are going to need to be concerned for that.
Okay.
Which is why we're on a timetable, and which is why we're going to fix this before then.
Okay. Good. All right. I don't think we need to ask them to move then. At least not now.
I think you should be honest with them and tell them what's going on.
I
If you-
disagree.
Well, not everything, but tell them that you feel they may be in danger and let them do with that information what they may. Don't tell them exactly what the Brotherhood can't know, but you need to tell them.
I don't want the Brotherhood inferring anything. If they say, oh, the storm's dangerous, but Pix is going to try to stop it. How do you stop a storm unless it's man-made?
I mean, the mob.
The mob?
What about the mob?
I thought you were afraid of the mob.
That part is supposed to be fine. I just don't want any information leaking because we're careless.
I'm not saying tell them about the storm. I'm saying tell them about the mob, because that seems to be Pix's greatest concern here.
All right.
Probably I'm thinking about letting them know that I might be after something big.
Or one of the boys listening to us. I want to roll perception.
Why would you want to do a thing like that?
Okay.
It was a
okay.
very loud.
You can. Go for it.
Oh.
2.
Was it critical?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Keep going. Keep going normally.
I think
Cortland's stealth focus of 6. It was him. He was listening.
Cortland.
Just fades into the background.
Where'd he
go?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about just saying that like the work that we're doing is maybe big, and there might be people who might
I
try
think
some things, but I'm questioning that too.
I think letting anyone know that the work we're doing is big is enough to put them on our tail.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much trust your family has with the Brotherhood.
Yeah. My mom is one of the people that kind of like called them here.
So then I would
don't-
advise we tell her very little.
I would advise you don't. And Mrs. Trench.
Dang.
Betsy, do you want to tell me what's going on? She rolled a critical success, a 1 and a 7.
That
Good
does
for
sound
her.
like my mom. Okay. Think, Mom, did you bring the Brotherhood of Steel here?
I did. We
Why
have
did-
nothing to be afraid from them. Other people do. We don't.
I know, but I don't think they're good people.
Have you talked to them?
Mom, I'm not
Have you
talking
seen-
about how they're nice.
Have you seen the Arb? Have you heard of it?
In Michigan? Right?
On our way here, I treated a man that was barely able to walk. An older man. Hundreds of people that lived there are now homeless in the snow for the winter.
And all because the town worked on robotics. I don't know why a Mr. Handy would be a threat, but it was enough of a reason for the Brotherhood to dehome hundreds of people. You can see why we wouldn't trust them.
There's more nuance to this.
Everyone thinks their own side has nuance.
Including you. Including me.
At least we get more decision. We get to decide what we do. The Brotherhood, once you submit to them, you kind of lose all autonomy. You lose the ability to use your own conscience to make choices.
How so? They're providing us security. We provide them with food.
And we understand that that's probably a beneficial arrangement for you all. We don't begrudge you that. It's just that what we're doing isn't something we want them knowing about. Not because it's evil, but because right now all of our safety relies on the bigger players in the Midwest not knowing what we're doing. Can you understand that?
I can, but can I ask what it is?
Mom, I don't think we can tell you that, but I'm doing good things. I think I'm supposed to do these things.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Difficulty is 2. You've made a good case.
Dice. Okay, that's critical success, and I'll check with the other one because we probably will need momentum. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love caps, love action points.
Okay. I see the red cap, and it tempts me. So I shall do
You
this.
can't target it. You gotta drag it out randomly.
Yeah. So that's why I shook it up. There we go.
You almost did.
Boom, boom.
You touched it.
Oh,
Is it the right cap though?
I think she touched. You touched both of them.
It's fine.
It depends on whether or not you went into the cab jar in character or not.
Character or not. I
Yeah.
feel like I was. Anyway, but yeah, just
The nonsense jar.
if I say that to my mom and kind of like look into her eyes and like,
okay. I trust you. And I know they can get a little sensitive about technology.
I mean, even like, we don't want anyone to know our business. So if you can keep it hush hush.
I won't ask any more.
Yeah.
And we'll try our very hardest to keep your daughter safe.
And I want you guys to stay safe. I'm worried. I'm always worried when I'm not with you guys that something's gonna happen and you guys won't. I think the scariest thing would be walking in on this house and just no one's here. And like, it'd be fine if I knew that there were tracks or there were wagons or everyone else was gone, but just you guys being gone, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want that to happen. So just, if you need to run, then just go. Don't worry about even like, we'll find each other if something happens. I think you'll be fine. I don't think people will care. But if they do, like, I want you to keep your ears open. And I know you trust the Brotherhood, and we can talk about that all day, but I am always worried about someone who's so big. I think that's why the bombs dropped, because everyone was so big that they couldn't see. And like, I just know what's like not being seen. And we need people to see things.
Well, it'd be rather nice if it was just a world full of Tato Creeks, wouldn't it?
It would be so easy. It would be so much simpler.
But it would be lacking some wonderful things.
Yeah.
Like guitars
And guns.
art and, yeah, guns.
Big guns, little guns.
Well, I think to have big guns, you need the big war-starting entities.
Well, not that big, just like that. Just like a shotgun. Like animal
yeah,
guns.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to be able to come with us to Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if that's where the surgery will need to take place. I'll just send the boys over to the, she was going to say the Eckerts, to the Yates.
Okay.
They'll take care of him.
I'm not sure exactly what it is you're having done, but we could probably take you back on the Union line as far as possible, and maybe someone could come to pick you up from here.
Oh, well, it's nothing big, just brain surgery.
Oh,
But your proposal was going back on the Union line?
they're trustworthy. You could get as close to Tato Creek as you could on the Union line, and then someone from town could pick you up.
I could. Oh, closest station here would be, I think, the Crucible. But that would be. That's still quite a ways away.
Does the Brotherhood have any vehicles they could pick you up in?
They could, and I suppose I could ask.
Is there anyone who like has like I don't know, Brahmin?
Yeah, there's Mac Brahmin.
Yeah, like Brahmin. I'm trying to think of like a Brahmin wagon or something like that.
Probably not this.
Yeah, not
You
during this
put all
time of
your
year,
valuables.
probably.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ask Night Sergeant Foley if he could arrange some form of transport.
If worse comes to worse, the Union owes us a favor. We could potentially arrange to have you stay and ride out the winter down at the nearest Union station.
Oh no! What do you mean ride out the winter? This is nothing.
Well, in case it's too much to walk a few miles in the snow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it's around 80 to the nearest station, but I'll try and get some transportation. But let me go ahead and get that figured out.
All right,
I'll
then
be
we
right
can leave
back.
as soon as you get back.
And she would go. And I don't think. Are there any conversations that you think need to happen?
I have a few little ones.
Okay.
First, I'm just while we're ending up, I'm gonna like spot Courtlant and just look at my mom, look at him, and just quickly make a little roll just to see what's going on.
A what roll?
This is good water.
3 successes just to see is there anything going on.
What's
Should
the
I be-
roll? I didn't tell you what the check was.
Sorry.
You can keep those numbers if
Is
you
this
want.
sussing out if there's
yes,
any
I'm
vibes
sussing out
between...
if there's any vibes.
Perception
going on.
plus speech.
Okay.
If there's any clouds in the trash can, so to speak.
They've also, met an hour and a half ago.
I know.
It's like, this is excellent
everyone got me
water. It'd be a
worried.
shame if there was a cloud in it. She's like, oh,
Oh my.
I've never met a man like you. Jerry's like, I could do that when I was 5. She's like, I would have other problems with that.
I've never met a man like you who's attractive.
Yeah, that's 3. So that'd be 3 successes.
3 successes.
Old ugly guy.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Cortland
you
met
guy.
this woman about an hour and a half ago, and he's
Salty
kind of
evil
stepped out
old
into the
guy.
background because you're the big person here.
Nice.
He's
Awesome.
not here to.
Awesome. I
Your
go
foot.
over to my mom and just like, yeah, that night watch, night sergeant. What was his name again?
Tristan Foley.
Cool. Does he tell everyone his first name?
People in Tato Creek, yeah. I mean, you can't go around walking, while tending the crops and saying, "Hi, Night Captain," or Night Sergeant Torret Foley. No,
Yeah.
she wouldn't get the last name wrong. Night Captain Foley. It's just a mouthful.
That makes sense.
Tristan's just familiar.
How familiar.
Pixie Trunks, what are you insinuating?
As she should.
Mama, you got a
I'm
boyfriend?
I'm gonna try and read my mind.
Pix,
I just like to know things.
I'm still grieving.
I know. Sorry, Mom. I guess I just feel like sometimes you guys are just done and over it. And never mind. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, Mom. That was me. I
No,
wasn't thinking about.
it wasn't. I think it was rather fun. And you'll never ever be over it, but you can still live life despite it. And that's what I think Gabe would want. And I think he would be really happy to see you here with your new friends, even if some of them are quite odd.
She's talking about you, Doc.
This would be a
I'm
little
like,
bit of
I
a
think we're like in a hall, like we're in a hall, but like
Yeah,
they're
sorry
like
about that.
they've like migrated there, and like
Jerry's been,
heard,
the most
and so I
normal
just
know,
like
you're like
I like turn away
like,
and like
goofy
wipe my
uncle.
face because
Well,
there's
it's
some
because we were
tears
raised
that are forming.
underground,
Yeah.
so we know how to be polite house guests.
I know how to be polite.
Were you raised
as
in a
well,
tunnel?
because
Because you
I
have great
was
manners.
raised by like Southerners, and it's like
That's it. Yeah.
You say, ma'am.
I also like stop and say. Also, Mom, this is only a thing I just figured out. Does Chris have like a crush on me?
No.
Yeah, he gives weird vibes sometimes. I
Takes
think I
his
just
moments.
intimidate him.
He's
a
just
lot.
weird, hon.
He is.
Chris,
Okay, that's good. I'm a
assistant
little
girl
worried.
talk we needed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I, as Jacob player, may regret this. Yeah. Have you talked with? Oh, there's Cortland. He's the one I didn't really. He's like.
Who?
Oh,
I don't think.
I pointed at the guy.
Oh, the mysterious fellow.
Yeah, him. That's Cortland.
He's like,
He's kind of got me like all like, you know how I worry about you guys, and he's saying that
Pixie, he is too old for you.
it was one dance. I only dipped him.
Pixie, he
was-
seems rather nice.
4 different reasons. Anyway,
Maybe give it 10 years.
Mom, I got lots more to deal with than this. Okay, that'd be nice. Maybe like 5 years from now. And not with him. Not with him. I look back in the room. Not with him. And even if like he didn't know the context,
he's like,
Hey.
I like give him,
Cortland's like,
that.
it seems like they're gesturing to me.
I go back
also
and
it's
just
like
be
he's
like,
got that audiobook voice.
just be like, he's like a, probably like make sure the Brahmin are like all taken care of. Cortland keeps saying like this is gonna be like a bigger winter for some reason. I don't know why, but like just
Is he
I don't know if he's
trustworthy?
I don't know, but he like says science words that sound really impressive. So just like I just get anxious sometimes when he talks about it. So just like promise me, like if things get snowy or like crazy, just like go, like just like go like summer vacation sort of thing. Like I don't know, just like I know it's gonna be fine. Like we've went through so many winters, but just like if it gets like you know the bad ones, if it starts getting close to that, maybe just for me, because I think I'll just worry about you guys.
Well, you know, we've weathered pretty dangerous storms in the past. On a scale of Crazy Earl to God, how trustworthy is this guy?
That's a broad scale.
Is that sacrilege? Not really. Like I really I think he's lower than this, but like my fear says it's like a 7 or an 8. I don't know if it's that high, but like just like if you can just watch the weather, and if it goes crazy like he says it's going to, just like I don't want to be like worrying about you while I'm doing other things and stuff like that. So I know it's silly, but could you promise me that like if things get crazy, just kind of like we know, like I probably like reference like a winter we've been. If it goes past like that, like I know that's not the hardest one we've been through, but if it goes past that,
Okay.
we could do that. I know it's crazy. I like take her hands like I know it's crazy, Mom. I know I think it's just my brain going crazy again.
I don't think it's crazy. I mean, I've worried about you. And that's why I'm going to say I will go if it gets hard on one condition.
Okay.
You do the same.
I will.
If you ever actually get close to death, and as you mentioned, if those, big factions start getting involved, you come home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I will, but
No,
Only
no,
if
there's
you-
no buts in this transaction. Just yes or no.
only if you promise, as I will promise, if there are people who need our help, we will help them, but we will go. We will be safe and we will be smart.
Okay, I'm just hoping you're not backing yourself into a suicide mission with that additional
not.
clause.
Mom, I'm gonna come back home.
Okay,
Promise.
and I promise as well.
Okay.
And she'd give you a big hug.
Yeah, sure. It's so stressful going home. Anyway, but she's just happy with that. I think it's just like, okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to
Yes.
Tristan.
Also, I don't know if you want me to roll at all for this, but like, Pix is trying to say this in a way that like, she's pretending that it's like, just a fear paranoia thing. Like, oh, just make me this promise. I know it doesn't make sense, but just so that if the storm gets worse, then they leave. But she's trying to hide that from her mom. I can make a roll if you would like.
I think you conveyed it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely meant that promise.
And I meant
she
mine.
felt what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 action points.
Oh.
And you did add a luck point from earlier.
Yeah, I have max luck points, but I like have it be like it goes on top.
No, you don't ever go over your maximum. That's why the maximum matters. It's not a maximum you go
Okay,
over.
I need to go use it then as soon as possible.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna roleplay you guys waiting on Pix's mom.
Mhm.
She would come back and transportation is squared away. So, do you all have any other need while in Tato Creek? Or are you guys good to go?
We need to. Are we still going to the vault?
Oh. That may
Are
be
you
the thing
asking
to
in
do.
character or
character.
out of character?
In character.
Going to the vault?
Yes, it's nearby.
To
Is
what
this
end?
available? Is everyone in on this conversation or just private?
He's just saying this to Jewel. He's not trying to hide it, but he's not saying it like in front of the family.
Or do you just want to catch up with your brother, or because there's a reason I told Pix we shouldn't transport a family if it's not urgent. Then
I know. I just.
we need time is of the essence.
My brother said he would diagnose me if I went there. That's where they have all their equipment, and I can find out what's happening to me.
Was he able to break any ground down in Xanadu?
No,
But he said if you came up,
He said he didn't have the equipment he needed to do a thorough investigation.
Do you know how long it would take?
I don't see why it would take longer than 30 minutes to an hour.
If we took the van, we could probably get there pretty quickly. How far is it to Chicago?
It is a 3-hour drive.
What time is it right now?
1 o'clock.
How far is it to the vault?
A drive? 20 minutes.
Suppose we could still make Chicago by sunset if we hurry. Sure. I mean, if everyone else is all right with letting us take the van.
And besides, it gives Pix a little bit more time to catch up with her family.
I don't need to do that. That's fine. I could.
I believe this is a private conversation.
Sorry.
Yep.
All right. Might be good to get the power armor out of here anyway. I don't think that Brotherhood would take too kindly.
Give them a little more time to catch up, and then no offense to Frankie, I don't think they would take too kindly to him being there. Or Tabs, for that matter.
Well, what about me? Or is she within earshot? Or
She's
here?
probably within earshot. This
Did
would
you
be
hear
while
name,
Pix
like,
is
what?
talking to her mom.
Doing dishes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Dishes.
What about
Dishes
me?
are done. They're clean.
Yeah.
What about me?
Kitchen combo.
Going to the vault.
We're going to the vault?
Jerry needs
Well-
his diagnosis. We're going to go very quickly.
Is this
Yes.
like a solo trip or
It's just
group
a
trip?
quick. It's a 20-minute drive.
Are we all going to the vault?
No, just Julian and I.
Okay. You sure you don't want someone to, keep watch?
Someone who can use a gun.
I don't have to go.
If Jules were to come, it would probably be best if she guarded the truck or, I don't know,
Oh,
stay.
I've got business inside.
You'll need somebody to guard the car.
If you want to come, Tabs.
I don't have to go inside the vault. I'm just
I
thinking.
do think it would be good to have someone in the van.
Someone extra backup. Raiders are out there.
All right. That's fine. We
Is
should
your
probably
brother
leave
in this
soon.
vault?
I don't know if he's there or not.
I thought you said he was the one diagnosing you.
If not he, then a couple of the other people. Your boyfriend, for one.
Oh yeah, but she was so sorry.
Just to be clear, he's not my boyfriend.
But he should be.
Of course. If we leave now, we could
Alright.
be back in.
She works on
I don't have to
part-time
get
time.
involved with your, your medical stuff. I'm just thinking, raiders, angry vault dwellers, feral ghouls. You never know
Alright.
what's out there.
And then meanwhile, I might do some reconnaissance.
And I know you two are smart, but you're not the most.
Just be,
I do think we could use someone with your skills,
Yeah.
Tabs.
All right.
yes, just be careful. They might come out and try to talk to you, try to do a little sneaking investigation. Just don't tell them anything important.
I'll tell them about my cousin Jedediah who makes moonshine. That's usually my, go-to if I want to waste people's time.
They'll probably leave you alone after
Yeah.
that.
All right. Are you guys planning to head out?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, then everyone else would see them going as well. Unless you guys are trying to sneak, which, good luck.
Sneak in a van.
I got the, not Night Stalker perk or whatever.
So,
Whatever.
Can I
You'd
also-
be
can I
fine.
also
We
say,
would not.
Like I go to like a
I'm like,
library and I'm
"Perfect,
just like
you guys are
looking at
smart,
different
you
books.
suck."
It's
Fighting
kind of
people.
a little bit like reminiscing. And I think I maybe spot one, which is just kind of like some sort of mechanics repair book. And it just kind of catches my eye. I think I just take it out and I like open it and there's like a few notes that Dad maybe put in here. And so I just kind of like almost like odd instinct, like I barely realized I just kind of closed the book, put it in my pouch, kind of vest thing, and I just like head out to where everyone else is. Of course, like I probably look at the house and stuff, just kind of, it's nice being home, so just kind of enjoy that a little bit. But when it's time, I'm with everyone else.
So, right now it has just been said that Jules, Jerry, and Tabs are going to the vault. Everyone else would notice you guys probably leaving. Cortland would say, "Are we good to go to Chicago, or are you all doing something else?"
1 hour delay, 2 max. We'll get there by sunset. Jerry's got some personal business.
Going over to the vault. Count me out. I do not want anything to do with the fascists. Have fun.
I can see why Sergeant Corporal liked you.
What's a fascist?
My brother.
So an arrogant jerk?
Yeah.
What's like a good what's the time frame for this? Like when?
We should be back by 3
Okay. We're
at
gonna
the latest.
Maybe we can help
go like
your mother and your brother's pack.
yeah.
How does
We'll
that
go
sound?
like maybe. Do you want to do like? If you aren't here by 3, like maybe 5, we head out after you guys. 4 or 5.
I think that's fair. Yeah. If we're not back by 4 o'clock, let's make it a little bit of a time in case things drag on longer than you anticipate.
Okay. We'll assume bad things.
All right. So who's staying and who's going? Going. You 3.
Yep.
Anyone else? Okay.
Well, and corn cob too.
Naturally.
I also go over to my mom and I just say to her, so she might be a robot, but also she maybe has family issues. If you could just be, you if you could just be kind of, if you could mom her a little bit.
Find out if she is a robot?
No, just like
I can.
Mom.
Just trying
I think that's for her to decide.
Are you sure? It would be non-invasive. I'm not saying take the mask off.
Mom,
It's
what?
so easy.
What are you?
I want to know.
What does that? What is? You're not gonna do it. What would you do?
Oh, nothing. Just, French family tradition. That's it.
Is there something about our family I don't know? Anyway.
What's that?
Anyway. I don't know. I haven't heard this tradition.
I'll tell you about it some other time.
Okay,
It's
well-
a busy time.
Yeah. Well. You don't have to do that. But she might be missing home a little bit. So if you could just kind of be there while we're here, I think she'd appreciate that.
Will do. Okay. We're going to go to the 3 going to the vault now, and then we'll go back to the home group if there are any things planned for
Stretch my legs.
home.
We could have a little chit chat. Just Frankie and Monty.
Yeah. Honestly.
And Barn Cat.
Barn Cat. As long as Barn Cat is letting me, I'm petting Barn Cat. In
It
my
don't bite.
arms.
Barnes?
Yes, it
Cat?
Barnes Cat!
No, we don't need a 4th Barnes.
Who's the 3rd?
Wasn't there someone
I
we
think
were
I made a
talking
joke
about naming?
about something. Yeah.
Oh, it's too many Barnes.
On the road, Jerry is going to tell you guys who's driving. Okay. On the road, Jerry is going to tell you guys that, all right, I'm going to say some things if we need to that don't take anything seriously. I may disparage the group. I may disparage Frankie. It's all for
Your brother and his fascist friends don't really like mutants, right? Like ghouls.
No.
What do you think about my bird? Because
I don't
Corncob's a mutant. Would they
think
like?
your
not
corn
like
cob is non-humanoid.
Oh. I guess it's kind of on the same level as like a
But
ramen or something.
if I say something, it is for the sole purpose of getting information from them.
So you're gonna like pretend you hate us.
Yes.
So that way.
If I say anything, just please know that it is in that spirit and not in a serious, harmful way.
So if you call me a dumb hick, you don't mean it.
Well, I won't do that, but yes.
I mean, you have to. I know you won't mean it, but.
All right.
Jerry, I don't ask this to be invasive, but is that diagnosis really the only reason you're going?
Gnosis is a threat to everyone in the Midwest, and while we're there, I don't think it would hurt to see if we can get any information, see what they're up to, and see what their goals are.
I mean, we've already sent someone to do that, but I suppose if we're already going.
I know. You can never have too much information from a fascist organization bent on controlling humanity in Indiana.
Well, I'm not sure.
They're starting small first.
I'm not sure we've seen enough evidence of that yet, but I agree that getting more information is going to be helpful. So I'll play a different angle and do the same.
I mean, anybody who scorns their own brother is gonna be bad news, you know.
But private
a
bad
big
news and
message for
public
this
bad
entire
news are
campaign.
different things.
Yeah, no kidding.
We just have to figure out which it is.
Who of us does not have a brother?
I have a
I'm an
brother-in-law.
only child.
I think it counts.
Only
Oh.
child.
I think you're the only child.
Yeah. I'm also an orphan too. So.
Dang.
You're the only member now.
Actually, parent death is also common. Raise your
Yeah,
hand
that's
if you have living,
what are we
fully
doing right
living for certain
We're
parents.
gonna take a break actually, but you'll be driving over to the vault.
Okay, are we on break now?
Cutscene.
No, not right now.
We're going on break.
Yes, we will be back at 8 o'clock. We will see you then. Enjoy break.
This whole conversation has been
Okay, welcome
way
back.
longer.
Bathroom, and I was
We
like,
are
not again.
here. We are on stream. We are live. Okay. So where we left off, Oh! It didn't happen. There's not camera proof of it. Oh wait. Last when we took a break, you all were heading over to Vault 47.
Session.
In the northern side of what was South Bend, Indiana. Okay. So, you all are driving through the snow. Seems like a pretty quaint area. And by quaint, I mean most of the population died in the Great War and hasn't really moved back ever since. Yeah. Real estate prices have gone down. But after driving for a little while, you all would see essentially an area that is like a artificial valley, I guess. This is Indiana. This is northern Indiana. This is flat. So you guys start sloping down a little bit to an area. I can't describe this feature. It's like an upside down ramp if you like invert it, but okay. Vault and vault door is here. And then there's this whole slope leading up to it. So like the regular, ground level is like here and here. Does that make sense?
There's just a dip in the ground.
It's just a dip in the ground.
All right.
I should have used that.
I get you.
And you all would see the rather iconic vault door with a giant yellow 47 on it. But more interestingly, you would see a couple of tents outside with pretty big signage that just says, "Buy crops here." You would also see what looks to be some sort of security booth outside the vault itself.
How far away exactly should we park?
Close enough that they can help if raiders come by, but not so close that they can sneak in.
I'll appropriately socially distance the truck from the vault.
Okay.
6 feet.
I will say that this is also Brotherhood territory, believe it or not. So Raider presence is rather decreased here.
But Brotherhood presence is higher.
Also,
That's right.
So I'm going to
I don't
park
trust these
closer.
snooty vault
Okay.
people.
There you
No
go.
idea if they're gonna rob us blind.
There is also a garage. I totally forgot that they came here in a van.
I mean, I could
trunk.
hold off a few, but like, what if, say, a large gaggle of bad people,
Well, if that
Try to
happens, you
attack
just
me.
let us know.
my
Your pit boy.
pit boy? Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
can I come back now?
of course.
Oh, okay, good.
As long as the Brotherhood aren't around, you're fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I probably should have spoke to the trenches a little bit. Oh well.
Well, I think if they don't know about you, that's probably for the best, too, just because they are friendly with the Brotherhood.
That's a good point. And I figure I'm gonna probably go dark soon here too.
I think it's fine if you stay out here.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't reveal what you are. If you just want to pretend to be a normal AI, that's fine.
Okay, I can do that.
We're going to keep Joy Buzzer engaged, though.
Oh, of course.
Pip, if you can find any terminals in there to hack into quietly while we're in there, feel free to
Oh.
do so.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Then we'll go ahead and do that on the way out.
Mm.
I want you to get what you need first in case it sets off any kind of alarm.
Good thinking. But I'll do my best. I know I've done it before.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
I swing open the driver's side door and get out.
Good luck, guys.
You two, Tabs, let us know if there's any trouble.
Yep. She's gonna like. Wait, are we in a van or a truck?
Van.
She's gonna like perch on like the hood of the van with like her gun, like.
That's awesome.
Are the security by the door?
There is that security station that's kind of built into the ground wall, along with the garage on one side. There's the security station there.
Before they got close, Jerry's going to turn on his radio
Mm-hmm.
and turn it to the frequency that Radamanthus gave him.
Okay.
I've escaped the labyrinth.
Clever.
Checking outside.
And he's going to go up to the security gate. All right, Tabs.
There, you would see kind of like a ticket booth or like a TSA station. You would see a single woman behind the glass, blonde hair, bright blue vault suit. She's just smiling. Hi there! Can I help you with anything? This is not Pip.
We're here to speak with Radamanthus.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Dr. Fletcher.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't received word of anything like that, so... Samantha, we've got some visitors coming. They should be here about right now. You can let them in. Oh, well, okay then, but we do have standard procedure. Could you please put your hand in the slot right there for a DNA scan?
He's going to put his hand in.
And it would be a rather sci-fi. It's in Fallout. It's a thing. Whoa, okay. You can come in. Miss, would you mind scanning your hand, please?
Sure. And I put it in.
Oh, you can definitely come in.
Jules hides a smirk. All right, well, Doc, if you want to lead the way.
Okay. She hits a button, and immediately 2 automated turrets pop up out of the ground right next to you guys, and the vault door starts to open.
Take it those are just precautions?
Correct. Anytime we open the door, we want to make sure only the right people come in. They both train on taps. Oh, is your visitor not coming with you?
No.
She's staying by the truck.
They hired me to watch their stuff.
Okay, well that's all well and good. But know that you do not have entrance to the vault.
That's fine. I don't need to go in.
Okay. The door just, it's not going to open the entire way. There's just a crack big enough for you to file in one at a time.
Go ahead.
Jerry's going to go first.
Okay. You all both enter this vault, and the vault door would roll behind you and then seal shut. You would see there are a couple of security guards in Vaultec security armor. Those, like, plexiglass visors. Pads that look a lot like hockey pads, but riot gear. So we received a memo about you all coming. We're gonna need to wait for Minos and Radamanthus to come here. But right now, just stay here, wait a bit. Don't try anything funny, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Okay. After about a couple minutes, both Minos and Radamanthus would come up to you all. Well, Jerry, you found us. That's good to hear. I imagine you're here for a more detailed diagnosis.
Yes.
Sorry, diagnosis.
Bunch.
He said it.
Roll credits.
I imagine you're here for Fallout Cold Front.
That's your intro next time.
No.
Well, hey, I imagine you're here for Fallout Cold Front, a Fallout RPG that we run
I'll try.
Saturdays at 6 p.m. EST.
I like it. Well, I imagine this would probably be something you'd like to keep private from your friend.
I'm fine with
Who is
Yes,
this?
is my associate, Julian Ortega.
We met very briefly
Associate.
back at Xanadu.
Yes, you were going into Mr. Avransov's
Well, I was
area.
heading out. You were heading in.
Oh, right. Yes, but you had visited him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, were you just there to sample his wares, I take it?
More or less, yes. I'm interested in the technological aspect of it.
She specializes in computer science.
Is that so?
Artificial
Really?
intelligence, actually.
We'll bring up his Pip-Boy. If you want to take a look at what he's looking at right now, you may roll a check. But he's like,
I'm curious.
really? Artificial intelligence, eh?
That's not going to do much.
Okay.
I heard you have a few scientists here who might do similar things.
Oh, yes, we certainly have a few. Minos, why don't you show her the rest of the team?
That would be great. I'd be obliged.
Okay, follow me. And Minos would lead you to a separate hallway towards an elevator. Whereas Pete would lead you towards just the main vault common area. I figure you wanted more of a private area for this diagnosis.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. He would take you down through the common area of this vault, which would be remarkably green. There is a lot of crops here.
How many people roughly does Jerry see? Does the vault look like it's really full, or is it based on typical vault capacity? Does it look like it's at capacity or halfway?
You can make a check for this. Difficulty is 1. Intelligence. I'll allow science for this one. Anthropology, why not?
Oh, well, good. I got 1.
There is just the perfect amount of people in this vault. It's not too many, not too few. Just right. That sounds more ominous than it should be.
Just right, everyone.
I went to a vault and it was overcrowded. Went to another vault and it was too empty. Then I found this vault and it was just right.
How long did it take you to perfect the formula?
About 2 years. It was a long time, but Minos and Sarpedon were... I couldn't ask for better researchers.
Was it just you 3, or how large of a team did it take to do what we couldn't?
It was just us at the time. Obviously, in recent years, we've expanded. Minos was the one who led us back to here. He's from this vault. And I'd definitely say this vault was, well, in its experiment, was a huge success. And has been a great addition to our team. You would see, it doesn't seem, vault dystopia, especially compared to the vault that you grew up in here. Seems like there's a lot of people, a lot of vault dwellers around, just doing their appropriate job, watering plants. Some of them on security, but not an insane amount of them on security. Things just seem pretty normal as he's guiding you, and they're not creepily smiling at you and saying, "Hi, welcome to our vault," or anything like that. They're just normal people in weird radiation-resistant blue suits.
Did you find a safer way to infect them all?
They are all infected.
Did you have the same failure rate as before?
It was reduced, but I think that's because of the people and not the virus. The virus is not flawed.
And what was the secret that we missed?
He would tell you. That being said, I don't know what it is. He cracked it. That's I don't know chemistry.
We added hydrochloric acid to weed out the weak.
It's the Brahmin butter.
We're like, it needs to taste better. We slapped some Brahmin butter in there, and I don't know what happened.
We
He's
added
gonna
some
take mental note
love.
of what he said.
Yeah. Okay. He would point to a small, what would it be called? Like a examination room. That's what it's called. Exam room. A small doctor's office sized room in what would be labeled the medical wing of this vault. He would actually step in first. Soundproofed walls. And no microphones. Just us.
So nobody could hear you scream.
All right, let's get this over with.
Okay.
Jerry's going to put his lab coat on if that will allow him to do this more. If not, that's fine. If he's going to assist.
Yeah, absolutely. So
That's actually with science checks, not medicine.
we'll actually go to Julian right now, as you are put into an elevator with Minos.
Is there elevator music?
That's a good question.
They're just like awkwardly
Yes.
standing on opposite sides.
Every
listening.
time in the Fallout games, an elevator is just a loading screen. So
There's like
They're
little
definitely
facts, like posters on the walls. Like, have you drank water? If it's toxic, your pit boy will go off.
that's
Did you know that if
fact.
you, if
Yeah.
you suffer too many mutations, we'll hate you?
Well, Minos, I suppose we probably got off on the wrong foot considering the rest of my compatriots, but you've actually got an impressive operation going on here from what it sounds like. Have you been a part of it long?
I've been a part of it since the very beginning.
Which was when exactly?
Well, that was when Jerry met me in Sarpedon, and we started drafting some of the details that he began with his own experiment, and combined results from our own and contributing knowledge in a much more beneficial and scientific way than the other factions of this wasteland do.
It's been a while since I've seen a think tank like yours. It is impressive.
Well, I'm glad that word spreads somewhat fast.
Well,
So
you
you
know, I
said-
travel with Jerry Fletcher. So word can't spread too fast, but I've heard through him.
Fair enough. So you said you're good with AI.
I like to think so. Pip, why don't you come out and say hello?
Hi, I'm here. Well, anyone can program a personality, but what makes Pip different than any other robotic personality?
Well, I mean, I think telling would be giving it away too easily, but if you want to interact with him, you're welcome. What I will say is Pip's a project I've worked on for years.
What do you feel? He asks Pip. I feel like I am Pip. And I feel like this elevator ride has gotten really long. You guys should really speed up the servos on these.
I would think a think tank like yours could probably do something like that pretty easily.
No. That's just a vault repair issue. That's not Gnosis. But, well, we're here. The door would open, and you would see. I don't know if you've ever been in a vault before. Do you think you have?
How many vaults are in my territory?
At least 2.
Probably if they'd let me in.
You probably could have visited the one that Marvin Delroy grew up in.
Yeah, probably then.
Yeah, but not Jerry's. That one was private.
Fair enough. I would have tried to make contact. It could have gone well, could have not.
Probably did not. Whoop. Let's not hit that.
And then the world rotated.
Yes. So the door would open and you would see a full-on laboratory. There are projects in numerous states of completion everywhere. This is both a laboratory and like a, for lack of a better word, a garage. There are just a lot of mechanical projects, a lot of very clearly theoretical projects, blackboards, engines, reactors probably.
Oh, now this is incredible. You gotta tell me some about this. Any of it. I know there's a lot, but I mean, what are your favorites?
Some of it is classified, of course, but
And
as
I don't want to
for-
impinge on anything.
As for projects that I can share, well, this one right here is for extending the life of fusion cores, specifically for power armor. They're not adapted for power armor, so we're trying to create a way to just distribute it more efficiently, and also just increase the relative longevity for fusion cores. That's pretty basic stuff. Rod here's trying to crack cold fusion. He hasn't. I'll get there.
As we're going along, I'm gonna hopefully like add some comments in about, oh, have you tried this? Have you considered this? That must use this kind of a technique, just to kind of like schmooze. I'm trying to schmooze, Spencer.
She's like,
Yes.
I am smart also.
I too belong in a place like this.
Give me a minute. I'm pulling up some stuff.
What does the Enclave live in?
The White House.
Ground?
Yeah, but how? Like, is it not vault-like?
I can't say. I have to be very careful with what information I give about the Enclave.
Okay. I guess I wouldn't know in character either.
You might be a good acquaintance with, this is Logan Meredith, and Aminos would point you to a rather short man with rather bug-like eyes. He's big into AI as well.
Really? Oh, it's good to meet you. I'm Julian Ortega.
Hi.
Oh no.
Hello, Julian, says a voice from a terminal right next to him.
Well, hello.
This is Valley. She
Valley.
is going to be the future of AI.
Tell me about that.
Well, truth be told, she's just kind of my secretary. She keeps track of appointments and that kind of thing.
I see. And what makes her programming different than other AIs we might see out in the wasteland?
Increased processing power.
I see. And how did you go about something like that? Did you... Blah, blah, blah.
Well, actually, I did blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I feel like that could be made a little bit
Well,
more
he'd point
efficient
to
through...
something.
Oh.
He would point to what looks to be a rather unique-looking mainframe.
Now,
In the
that's interesting.
conversation you would have, you would definitely see that he doesn't have much coding knowledge, but he's a pretty good computer scientist.
Mm-hmm.
So he's made a pretty remarkable computer, but he's also just made Cortana, not
Well,
like
yeah.
a Siri.
I might give some little hints, not anything that would get him to pip.
Yeah.
Nothing that would make an alive AI, but
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time making pip, and I made a lot of other AIs along the way. So
Yeah.
I might give some basic tips for
Yeah.
well, here's
Yep.
how you could get more adaptive
I knew
programming.
that.
Oh, and maybe if you did this instead of this, you could maybe get it to be a little bit more self-aware with the way it anticipates your needs.
I hadn't thought of that. That's pretty good.
I mean, that's the point of a place like this, isn't it?
I have a good point.
You probably think of things I didn't.
Hello, Nicodemus Avransov. And you would see Avransov behind you.
Nico,
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
don't suppose it's been long enough for you to miss me yet?
Not too much, but wow. What are you doing here?
Are you going to be offended if I say it's not you, it's Jerry?
Not at all. Who's he?
My friend, the Red Mantis brother.
Oh, yes, gotcha.
We were in the
Family
area,
business.
and yeah, family business. So I figured I would tag along. You got me interested in all of what went on down here.
Yeah, well, it is really special. We're working on some good stuff here.
How's your project going?
Oh, it's amazing. It has so much application. Maybe even for, well, my simulations.
Is there anything you can talk about, or is it all confidential?
Minos, who is also still here, would say, it should be confidential. Don't say anything. Unless... At least give her a choice, Minos, says Avransov. Well, of course I'm going to give a choice. Well,
I'm waiting with bated breath.
do you want to join us? You've clearly given Logan plenty of ideas,
Well, that is my area of expertise, to be fair.
and we could use an actual AI expert on this team. Hey! You're a computer scientist at best. You're not an AI specialist. There's a difference.
Just different areas of expertise. You probably run laps around me with computers.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm on a couple of jobs myself right now, but I wouldn't mind pitching in while I'm here.
Well, then you can give some details, Avransov. But just be discreet. But you do seem worth it. Yeah, you seem worth it. You would pull up this
What?
good one.
Radamanthus looked at the same thing. What is it you're looking at?
Your genetic profile. You've
Oh,
suffered...
at the door.
Correct.
Hmm.
You've suffered rather decreased genetic mutation. You just it appears as though you haven't been exposed to as much ionizing radiation as other surfies.
Well, growing up underground helps with that.
Really? Were you from a vault?
Not quite.
Where are you from?
You heard of the Enclave?
You hear a couple people gasp in this lab. Really? They're around?
At least for the last time I checked. I haven't been in contact for a long time.
He's gonna insight check that. This is a big statement. That is 2 successes.
Oh, I should roll something.
Yeah, roll something. Speech charisma.
I'm telling the truth.
I will give you 10,000 caps if you can put us into contact with the Enclave. In gold bullion.
I'm gonna appreciate the offer, but I don't really need caps.
What do you need? If you want to advance your AI, if you want servers, what do you want?
I'm doing well on my own. I'm happy to provide you the help that I can while I'm here, but you've got to understand the safety of the Enclave isn't something I can bargain with.
But we can help them.
Now, I'm not sure a lot of people know this, but other chapters of the Enclave haven't done quite as well as ours have.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, but that's because they were a little too evangelistic with their approach. They went out, they did big things, and because of that, they got caught. People found them, people dealt with them. My branch has more of a policy of secrecy for a reason.
Why on earth, if that's the case, are you traveling with such scum? Avernsiv is like,
I gotta give him a glance. I'm on a job. The people I'm working for hired the rest of them as well as freelancers, not full-time work. So I'm cooperating because the goal is worth it.
and what is your job that's so important that you can't leave it for something much greater?
I'm not convinced yet that what you're doing is much greater. I don't know what you're doing is.
We're doing what every vault does. We're here to elevate humanity.
Some of the other vaults haven't taken very clever approaches to that.
Well, this one's tried and true. Has Jerry told you about C-24?
A little.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you understand Jerry's perspective is going to be much different than yours.
Correct. Because he's not for it. It's not built for him. It's built for
Sorry,
people
buddy.
like you.
Shh.
But the dross that he has made as C-24 is nothing like we have right now. The dose of C-24 that we have now has no negative effects on the user's mental capacities. In fact, it increases them.
So it's what? Super drug.
Correct. But obviously you have to take it like a chem now. But what if that weren't the case? What if it was just a protein that your body could build and release?
So you're looking to integrate it more naturally.
Correct.
How?
And that's where I come in.
Ah. I see. So maybe not entirely naturally, but through an implant.
Something that works flawlessly with human cells. That's the goal.
So what you're doing now is doses every so often to keep yourself at that elevated level. And what you're trying to do is get the body to start producing it naturally by one implant.
Correct. Nicodemus, you can tell him, or you can tell her everything. Okay, so I'm working on an implant that I'm pulling up the details to because I don't remember.
Fumbles around with some notes that he has.
Yes.
What?
Hurt a lot.
Hurt a lot, but good job. Oh, buddy.
He didn't actually hear it, so.
Yeah.
Julian will be merciful, don't worry.
Radamanthus personally invited me in. No. Radamanthus is like, yeah, I did. She's like, fine. Then Jules is like, she's like, get in there.
This is just the drop thing session.
It is.
Perfect
What's funny is I
jeans.
haven't dropped my crochet hook once.
We love you,
So
actually.
we
And
are-
Join
let me
us.
tip over my giant of a Hydra flask real quick.
Let me throw
Yeah.
my crochet.
It's
hook
about
across the
time.
room.
The whole
Yeah.
thing of caps, maybe.
That would be a good
Oh.
one. The computer.
I mean, last time we knocked over
A
soda
camera,
thing.
just to have the viewers get seasick as the entire thing just.
Last time we knocked over the root beer down here.
We're doing great.
That's one of the reasons we have our covered drinks policy. One of them, don't worry.
I want to hear an edit of this
Josh kicked
episode
it
where
away.
every time an object falls, it is the metal pipe clanging sound effect.
Did you just go?
Okay, he was. So I'm calling it, well, Implant CRX right now. Chem release experimental. And right now we've got 2 models for it. One of it, just calling it the A model, is just, I guess it would be timed release. You essentially decide whenever it's released in your body, similar to actual chem injection. As with any other chem, you can get addicted to it, but if you're keeping up a high metabolism, you can still keep your body producing it at a rate that, if you're suffering from withdrawal, you can just take more.
So you do have to continually take doses still, just through the implant. It's not something where you can program your body to produce it itself after the initial dose.
Correct. And right now we're actually experimenting with chems that aren't as complex as C24 and have had successes with it. So, buff out.
In a day and a half, that's
Med-X.
pretty good.
What's that?
In a day and a half, that's pretty good.
It is pretty good. They've already done a lot of work and it's a good team. But we're working on more complex chems. The B model is an ambient release, so it's constantly releasing the chem into your bloodstream. So you are taking the benefits of it permanently. But with that one, you can't take any doses of any other chems. So,
I suppose, why would you need to?
right, if it's C24. So,
But you're still going to need a steady supply. It's not something you can get the body to naturally produce in some way.
that one might need a little bit more advanced research. Possibly with organ cloning, which we don't have a guy for that right now.
Right. All right.
But right now it is just implants, but they're somewhat easy to manufacture.
So where are you running into roadblocks?
Right now we're not. This is going to happen.
Do you have a timetable? I mean, when is this going to be ready?
That soon. We're just, I mean, I haven't slept in a day. I'm just making a lot of progress on it. It's a great environment to be in.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is incredible.
And with that, we will shift over to the diagnosis. Pete is going to be holding his Pip-Boy up. I don't think you should have come here, Jerry. I know what's wrong with you. It was proven at the gate. There is no diagnosis I need to do here. The reduced evolutionary virus is wreaking havoc on your body. That's what's killing you, not the C24 usage.
And it doesn't hurt anyone else?
It does. But it's not built for certain people. Some people can't handle it. And I'm afraid that's the case for you. And I'm afraid that I don't want to see you suffer any longer. There would be an injection gun. Think of it like a combination of a syringe and a gun. There's nothing in it right now.
Is it ranged?
No. He would have to, press it in and hit, press the trigger. There's nothing in it right now. Jerry, you are my brother. And I'm not going to... You're a man. And you can do the right thing. The world that we're going into is worth it. He would reach into a cabinet and pull out just a small bottle labeled Plan D on it.
D for death, D for die. D for destroy Jerry.
What would this be? Would Jerry know? Is it?
This is cyanide.
That's right.
I know we've had disagreements and you've caused me a lot of pain, but you're my brother.
Jerry grips his cane, like you can see his knuckles turning white. I cause you pain. I cause you pain. You! It's always been about you! Yeah, Mom died. Mom died. She was the only one that loved me. Dad didn't give a about me. I've tried everything. I tried. I thought maybe if I did something with C-24, maybe somehow you could grow to love me. I saw that even that wouldn't work.
I do. I want the best for you, Jerry.
Oh, bull. You. I thought maybe you could grow to respect me at least. All I've ever been was a nuisance to you. I've not been a help. I've not even been a burden. I've just been a fly that you swat away.
I mean, you're a burden now.
Oh, you think
Trying to get back into this when you don't belong here. You could have had just a full life of just staying away from the vault. At your clinic. But now you're trying to just tantrum your way back into good graces? You had a chance to prove your worth. You failed. Now be a man.
And what have you done? What have you done in all these years? You perfected a chemical that you're holding away from the world for those that you deem deserving of it.
For the people that won't die when they take it. Pretty easy standard. I'm not... I guess I did choose the name of a judge. That's beside the point. We have advanced this vault and brought it back from the point of extinction. We have made a chem that is able to elevate the human race, and we are getting close to integrating it as part of the human body, and not just in a timed release. We're not dealing with the forced evolutionary virus here. We're not going to be brainless. We are going to be better. And with that, we can make this place better as a whole. We've brought crops back from extinction.
And what's the plan? Just live here in your little commune by yourselves for the rest of eternity?
Of course not. Our plan is much bigger than that.
It never seemed that big. Just hide in our vaults, slave our lives away, making you look big, making you feel big.
Why do you think we were talking with the mob?
I don't know. I thought before. I mean, if I'm off limits to talk to, surely the mob would be.
They are trash. That's true.
And what are they helping you in exchange for? Surely you're not going to give them C-24.
Oh no, of course not. We're gonna take them over. That's what we're doing. They have the widest distribution network for chems in the Midwest. And we've courted them. We've said, well, we have this chem. What are we going to do with it? And ultimately said, no deal, no deal, no deal. We're going to force them in the position to reveal themselves. The mob governs by fear and by force of power. And with C-24, that's an easy commodity to have. Do you have any other questions for me? This is your end.
I'm not taking it.
Jerry. He's gonna take a vial and put it into the gun.
He's going to subtly unscrew the end of his cane.
Jerry.
You said Pete.
Jerry.
Roll a stealth check.
Ooh.
This one's a big
Is he
one.
gonna try to pull a
We have
Loki
we have
Thanos,
we have,
like,
we have caps.
Yeah, use whatever you
Two
need
caps.
to, man.
Okay.
But he's a poor little shaking and like dying man.
Bruh.
He does weird little hand movements.
I
all
would've come
one.
with you.
Caps if you need.
If
Four.
you need the
Come with you.
radio taps to go in and blast him away.
He's just a little bit better.
No.
You've got it.
You got what?
Your syringe is in your hand. Your syringe, not his. You've got it.
Is it
And just as
sticky
you
one?
grab it, he puts an arm on you.
I'm standing that close to him.
Yeah, it's a really
Okay.
tight. Think of it like.
Can I
doctor's office.
contest him grabbing me?
Yes, you can. Go
Just
ahead
like
and
in
roll.
Matrix.
So he's doing it.
Oh, it's a lot of dice. He rolled a lot of dice.
2. Just 2 die. He's not on C-24 right now.
But he could be.
No, he doesn't have an implant. He can't
Next
do that
turn.
automatically
Next
yet.
And the syringe is built into the handle,
Oh, okay.
so he's like
Yeah.
pulling the cap off.
Oh, so he can like use his cane to like boop boop.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Nothing.
You could always use luck if you have it.
I'm out of luck. I
Why
didn't
haven't you used caps then?
because I didn't think we had any.
Oh, sorry. I should have said that louder. Should have said that louder.
Okay.
We have 3 caps.
He holds your hand tight. You know that's not even gonna do you any good.
It was for you.
Really? You were just gonna poison me.
You have no idea how long I've wanted to do this. And Jerry's gonna grab his cane with his other hand and stab himself.
Okay.
And then
Pull it off.
he's going to attack Pete.
Did you just take
But-
drugs?
Mm-hmm.
I
Is
wasn't
it
sure if
your
he took
version
the,
of C-24?
suicide syringe. It was like,
Yeah, something like that.
I am that.
He's gonna like pull his sword
thinking any of
out
this.
of its sheath and swing it at him kind of at the same time.
Hmm.
I assume Hennig is here with. I don't know. I didn't mention that. Would they have made him stand outside?
They would say Hennig needs to stay outside. Sorry about that.
no.
Okay.
Is
You got
Hennig-
Hennig after the vault,
Okay,
so I assume
instead-
he's a wasteland dog.
Instead, the gun's loaded, right? His syringe gun is loaded.
Yes, but it requires like physical contact. It's basically a syringe.
Jerry's gonna try to wrestle it away from him.
Okay.
That's the kill yourself syringe.
Whew, here we go. Okay, we have these.
The difficulty is decreased by 2 because you are on C-24 right now.
I'm gonna use one cap to roll.
Okay. Remember,
Do
use
it.
these well.
Come on, Jerry.
Get
Come on,
get some more
Jerry.
caps. Come on, Gary.
Do it.
Jerry.
Jerry.
We know that this may be
Jerry.
slightly unethical, but also he's a psychopath.
He's trying to kill me.
Exactly.
This isn't unethical.
It's not that
This is
unethical.
self-defense.
It's like I can't get out of
Sorry,
here unless
meant,
I.
This may be a bit dark arc, but also that guy's a psychopath, so you got this.
Listen,
honestly,
he's trying to
it's
kill you.
fine.
You try to
That's
kill
what
him.
I
That's
said.
how this
Sorry.
works.
Fallout. It's
This is
a little
totally
bit, you know.
good.
There's an episode of a show where one of the last lines.
Wait a minute.
Is it's not that bad to kill people if they try to kill you back.
That's
So-
what Tab's personal rules is about killing.
It's
If they're trying to
2
kill me, it's their
successes
game.
technically,
She's
but
not
just
gonna go
from
out of her
being
way
on
to kill somebody
C24.
that, like, doesn't need
4
to.
successes on him.
Oh.
He used some GM AP pool,
Fair,
which
fair
I have
enough.
Okay.
6
Oh.
Yep.
perception.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh,
I
perception.
thought GM was some new drug that they were
Correct.
testing. I was like, oh no.
I thought the same thing.
all right,
I
we're
inject
going into
myself
the
with
base. This is fighting right now, so now it is his turn. For his minor action, he's going to take new C24.
No.
No.
He does not. You don't see him inject anything, but you've seen C24 usage enough to know when someone's on it.
Maybe he is
Uh,
paladin the implant.
And you see his eyes light up, and he's clearly on C24 right now. I don't need that. He's gonna toss the gun to the floor, and he's just gonna try and punch you. You're kind of grappling right now, so I will allow you to resist this.
That's cocked. Shoot. This is probably unarmed, not melee,
Correct. This is unarmed.
so nothing.
Okay, that's 2 successes from him.
Okay.
So he's gonna roll damage.
What part of the body?
Yeah. No. He's not gonna hit your left leg. That's stupid.
They never
Say it like that, Jerry. Oh, I'm not concerned.
Does this man have a Pip Boy?
He's aiming for your head. He does have a Pip-Boy. That's correct. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
No.
'Cause I'm
Well,
tr-
he was gonna hit you regardless because he got 2 successes and you had none. So even if he had increased the difficulty to target a specific body part, he still would have passed it. I believe. Yeah, melee checks are weird.
Where's Quiet Bert?
I mean, Jerry would be trying to protect his head with his arms. If I could argue that there's a chance he could hit his arm or shoulder instead.
Yeah, even on C24, something about this new chem is just extremely powerful. He didn't tell you how he made it though, so
I know, but I'm not going to be alive for long enough to do anything with that information.
6 points of damage to your
What?
head. 6 points.
You can still buy actions using
know.
AP.
How much AP do you guys have left?
I have 8.
One.
One?
AP.
No, we have
AP.
2.
Oh, action points.
You only have 8 health in total?
I think
Left.
I think it's
Oh,
2 to
left.
buy a
That like
major action.
almost half killed me.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
He rolled 6 die, and all of them were effects.
No.
Which he has no effects on this. It's not piercing or anything like that, or vicious. But he just rolled 6 die. He does have an increased strength because he's on the drug now.
All right.
I did set the grog, didn't I, Nathaniel?
No, I'm just 1 over 3 to the 6th.
Can I use,
chances?
Can I use my minor action to try to get away from him and go for the gun?
You could try that on your turn.
It's not my turn yet.
Not yet. It's not his either. The door opens. No one's behind it. It's just open. And then immediately, both of you all would see or would hear a klaxon alarm and red alarm lights turn on. Reactor meltdown imminent.
Oh!
Reactor meltdown imminent.
Quiet Bert.
Quiet, Bert!
Quiet, Bert.
Quiet
Better
person like,
than
I'm just here for
waiting
down
recon.
your
Try to bring him
Shut
away
down
with the ball and
reactor.
shoot him.
Okay.
Crapper,
Can
getting
I-
those bonuses?
Is he still holding on to Jerry?
Hmm?
Is he still holding on to Jerry?
What is happening?
Yes. You are going to need to dispute that too.
Will that be a major action?
I'll say this is a minor.
Okay. I
You're
am.
just trying to escape.
How much action points do we have?
You got 2 more.
2.
With 2. So you can.
I'm gonna use 1 to try to get away.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, you use whatever you need to. I don't need anything right
I'm
now.
gonna buy action
I'm
points
literally
after
sitting on
this.
Yeah,
top of
that
the
probably
van.
won't.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to run away.
I'm schmoozing.
Yeah.
You're sitting on top of a
Yeah,
van.
you're like-
Jerry needs this more than us.
I'm like, Jerry's like, fighting
Oh.
for his life.
Is that a 1?
That's a 1 and a 3.
Let's
Three successes.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Jerry's going to. How far away is the gun?
It is about 4 feet away.
Can Jerry grab it and then? Is this too much to do in a turn?
Wait, hold on. Your head was crippled.
What's that mean?
You
You just have a big old dent.
If your head is crippled, you don't have an action naturally, but you can buy actions. So
How much
to
does
buy
it,
a major action, I think it's 2 action points.
is it increased difficulty?
I don't think it says anything about increasing difficulty if you buy an action.
But we have 1 action point if you buy
It
another
doesn't-
one. It's not. It could
Yeah, it
be-
doesn't increase the difficulty.
Okay.
So I
This
think
could be really
technically you still
helpful.
could have done the same thing, but you would have had to buy 1 action point from the DM
say?
and use both.
Increase the difficulty of all vision tests by 2.
This isn't.
Vision?
Is this a vision
That's
test?
not a vision test.
You just asked where is it?
To find the gun.
Well, I mean, I saw before he punched me when he threw it where it would
Okay,
be.
alright, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you saw it. You saw it
Remember.
around.
Do I have time to grab it and then attack him if I spend 2 action points?
What does it cost to get another turn?
You can't buy 2 major actions on the same turn.
Right, but he needs
So-
a major action.
Well, but if
though.
that was the major action, then that would have had to have been bought if his head was crippled, right?
I thought that was the minor action.
It says you
Blown
can.
away.
If it was a minor action, then you can buy a minor and a major. And I think that's 3 total.
What's it cost to buy just a minor?
I think just 1.
That's
Okay.
illegal.
So I don't have minor actions either.
No, you don't have anything naturally,
yeah,
but you can
that's,
buy.
That's what happens when your head is
Okay.
You can always buy
Can you
up to
toss
1
that
of
one in?
each, and you still have the option to
This is
buy
going to be
them.
expensive.
Okay.
If you allow me to, can I buy 2 action points from you to grab the gun and then attack him?
That would be 2 major actions.
Okay.
You've already done a minor action to escape.
Bro, just run.
Moving
I'm
moving would be a
killing
major action at this point.
I mean,
Moving
he
is
cannot
typically a
get out of
minor
this vault.
action.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
So you can move
They have turrets.
or grab the gun. That is your choice. If you had
Okay.
more chems, and if you had like turbo or something, you could get take
This is not
another
good at this
take
oneself,
another
and
turn.
we're not in a position to
Okay.
But right now it is grab the gun or
do
run.
anything about this.
Instead, Jerry's going to pull his sword out and stand between Radamanthus and the door.
Okay. Oh, you've got Perry now.
Yep.
There you go. It is his turn now.
Don't die. Don't die, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this. Do what you need to do.
Don't die, Jerry.
You don't want to die. but-
Bring
We
the
got
Catholic
you.
ghoul.
He's just gonna attack you. Normal.
All right, I'm going to... Let's see, how do I parry again?
Carefully.
Pray.
I will say, I think you and I got
between-
complimentary information if we both get out of this.
I know, but
I mean, you basically have the information for any of us to recreate their C-24 situation, I bet. If we wanted to. Detail would probably not love that.
They would fire all of us.
Immediately.
Sometimes we need to be fired.
We
No,
have
we
drug
don't.
implants. All of us. They're like, no. Fired.
Well,
We're not affiliated.
I think using is fine. I think they just don't let us sell chems.
We're allowed to use, like, any chem.
It makes us better people.
Well, we can't use it
You roll
unless
an
we're
attack.
genetically
yeah, I'm looking...
pure,
how much
though.
does parry cost?
Just you end up like him. It turns you ugly.
It's not worth it. He's going to He's gonna get enough to overcome the attack or the defense anyway.
He did just get 5 successes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro.
2 critical successes and a regular success.
Okay. So that hits.
He's gonna add a levels of brawl.
Does he have to roll the
Jerry.
Already
die
rolled it. Torso.
torso?
Goodbye, Jerry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many hit points do you have max? Isn't it like 12? Didn't he do
He has
6?
8 more.
He's 8 more.
How much hit points do you have?
Your odds are bad.
I have 8 more, but I do have armor.
Oh, you do?
That's right. You have
Not on the
ballistic
head.
Oh, but on the torso.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all good. He deals 8 points of physical damage. 2 of the die, he rolled no blank faces, and 2 of them were 2 points of damage. I'm not fun in this.
Yeet.
No, this guy's angry.
Kind of glad I didn't get punched by
He's
Minos.
possessed the dice.
gosh.
His anger
So-
has come.
Would that be a critical hit?
Nope, it's 4 damage.
Okay, there you go. You're not
Oh, you
bleeding.
have good armor.
All right.
That would have been bad
Oh,
if
he
it wasn't.
punches you right in
I
the
don't have
gut.
to bring out with 3 fingers.
Yeah.
That ballistic weave though.
It is now not your turn.
Quiet birds.
He's just basking in the radiation.
Like becomes a
Nothing
golem and
happens.
leaves.
It is now your turn.
All right.
Did you know ghouls already had C24? Whoa.
What are you doing? We could have done this the easy way.
I'm debating.
Get him talking.
You could
Get
have
him
just
talking,
taken cyanide and then I wouldn't have to kill you the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I want you to remember this moment forever.
When you die,
No, how hard it was for you to overcome a person like me. One of my
it hasn't
kind.
been hard. I've punched you twice. You look like you're hanging on by a thread.
I got a bit of fight left in me.
He really said, I can do this all.
Do you have stim packs or anything?
Are you doing anything? Or
Jerry.
just talking?
Do you have stim packs or anything to heal yourself?
Actually, I do.
Because you're not gonna survive many more hits.
Yeah,
Um,
you're like, what, 6
Let's
health?
see.
You're holding out for a hero, man.
One more headshot.
All right, how many action points do I have to spend to use it as a stim pack?
Well,
It's your turn. You can use one as a minor
But-
action.
yeah, the crippled
But I
head
thought I
only
didn't.
lasts one
I thought
turn.
I.
That's only
oh,
one turn.
it only lasts one
So
turn.
it's like-
yeah, it
it's
still
like
causes
stunning.
problems.
You're
It still
stunned.
causes problems
Oh.
because I think if you take any other head
Oh,
wound,
okay.
it will do it again
Well,
no matter what.
I'm
the
going to use a
damage.
stim pack then, which is how much? 4 or
Isn't it 8 hit points?
Four.
Diluted? No, that's a diluted.
No, diluted is 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay. Well, that undoes that one punch,
It's better than
and
nothing.
then Jerry's going to attack.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Brandon just starts like,
Wait, it's dance time.
Time for a raid.
It gives Quiet
I
Bert.
meant
Different
dance
alarm. It was alarm for the facility.
It gives Quiet Bert just enough time to sneak in and kill Radamanthus because dance time.
You are still in the office right now.
Wait, Radamanthus gets to roll?
Oh, for a contest? Oh.
No, I'm attacking him with a sword.
Oh, okay, yeah. No.
Okay.
Defense is 1.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Get him.
Okay,
Do
roll
I,
damage.
do I get any action points for that?
You get 2
Well,
action points for
Get
that.
him, Jerry.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Come
Now
on.
would be a great time to accidentally pull a red one.
Oh, I did.
Oh my god!
No, I think
that's
that's-
the right one.
I
That might not be the right one.
is that the
It's
wrong?
Coca-Cola.
It's Coca-Cola.
No, but it could be the Mexican one. It's the Mexican one.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Nathaniel, for supplying that one. That counts as 2.
Oh, it
Oh,
does.
it does?
Yeah, if it's Coke, it counts
Oh,
as 2.
okay.
Oh,
I thought
yes.
it was just this one.
No,
Okay.
Nuka-Cola. Yeah, anything.
I
that
gotta
is-
start drinking Coke more.
All right.
Coke, if you want to sponsor us, now's the time.
Yeah.
3
Send us
damage
100
with
ball
3
caps.
piercing.
We hate big corporations.
Ooh.
This stream is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Hey, it's just Pix that hates big
if
corporations.
we go all the way down to Atlanta, we can just go around the
doesn't
pre-war
trust
Nuka-Cola
them.
factory.
That'd be so fun.
3 damage, 3 piercing.
3 damage and 3 piercing. Okay, that's going to pierce his ballistic weave.
Hmm.
Did you roll the damage location? Not that it matters.
Oh,
It's not critical.
I don't have a location die.
Oh,
You
want me
can
to
go
roll
ahead and do
one for
that
you?
one.
You need this more than I do.
Okay.
Hit him in the head.
Oh, do you want to roll it?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. What do you hit him
Torso.
in? Torso. Stab.
No, keep it.
Okay.
I can't schmoozle up
He
neck.
looks angry. Yep.
Okay, that's what I
Three
was
hit
trying to
points.
do.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
fix this.
Now
Right
it is
arm.
his turn. He's not going to use
Right
it.
arm.
Well,
Now
he's just
don't
going to
attack you.
attack you again. Punch. With 3 die, because that's the game.
What happened to my arm? I can still punch with this one.
I convinced his left arm.
Wow. Okay. That is only 1 success. What's your defense?
1.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
I convinced
Yeah,
his
well, it's
head.
difficulty's
My leg's
reduced
still
by
kicking,
2
but
because
I'm
he's high right
respecting this
now.
idea.
Oh wait, no, it's reduced by 1. Actually, in the new version. I apologize. He has something a little different. So, I apologize for not working on that. But you said you wanted to be OP.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh no.
I will go and tell you the benefits really quick. Is that it doesn't decrease the difficulty of strength and agility tests by 2. It decreases them only by 1. But it also grants the single 1d20 that you buy per check as free. So he can roll 3d20 for every check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Excel does in the game. So that's what I'm kind of branding as. That's what they combined with, and it's not as like steroidy as the first C24, but it is just better in general. So that's the game. Damage. Now there's a blank face, but there's also a regular face and one with 2 dots on it. So that's 3 points of damage right now. And also 3 points of damage.
What part of the body?
Better not be head.
If it's head, are you dead?
No. I'm almost dead.
Torso.
Okay, so 6 minus, so 2 points of damage.
2 points
That's
of
okay.
damage.
Hanging
He's just
on.
walloping on you.
Hanging on, Jerry.
Hope you weren't attached to your kidneys.
He barely had those anyway.
I know, he's kind of like...
He's gonna have to build himself a dialysis machine here in a minute. Jerry, you got 3 AP.
You see Pete wailing on you. Oh, wait, hold on.
There's a sound of Jerry's bones breaking.
Chloe is our Foley artist for the session.
They're gonna start like cracking. Never mind.
Crumple to the ground as he is shot in the knee.
Yes.
He used to be an adventurer.
I used to be a scientist.
You would see his leg is practically blown off as some high caliber round just hits him, and it's dangling on by a single meaty thread. And he falls to it. Sorry.
No, that's...
It's falling. Okay.
We'll find out. Yeah.
And immediately someone runs up to you and says, "Come on, Smoothskin, you want to live forever."
It's that quiet bird.
And he
It's a
has
quiet
a
bird.
high-powered suppressed rifle. Come on, don't give him the satisfaction. And he's gonna try and just guide you away.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Can I kill him now?
Are you asking Quiet Bert this?
No, I'm asking you as the DM. If
May I kill him?
I know, are we doing that thing that we did in To the West where if we're in a position where it's not really a fight anymore, can I just...
At Liam.
Pull a...
He is conscious. He's not out of the fight. He's just prone right now. He's been knocked on the ground. You can try to. There might be consequences for that. You are really low on hit points.
I know.
And there's a reason why Bert has come out of the shadows. He was planning on just helping you along the way, but you didn't take the hint. So he's like, all right.
Jerry's gonna leave.
Okay.
Gotta keep things
I got this close to doing the heroic sacrifice.
This
I was-
this would be very much so a you are dead if you stay around.
I know.
and try and kill
I
him.
know.
Yep. You're not struggling to move at all. None of your legs were shot, but you do normally walk with a cane.
None of them.
But he's on C24.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So
maybe.
Bert is very happy to be able to hold his rifle with 2 hands and not just one. Okay. Julian. An alarm has gone
Hi.
off that says reactor meltdown imminent.
Is that Something you expected.
No. What? I took a look at this reactor myself. It's not failing ever.
Says one scientist who has a name.
Well, is there something wrong with your sensor system, or is there something wrong with the reactor? We gotta figure that out.
Just give me a minute to check in.
And the scientist who has a name, and I will not find it because it takes too long, would pull up a terminal that is actually connected to the reactor of this vault.
Pip, check into it for me.
I'm on
Please.
it. It's fine. It was a false trigger. Someone connected into their system and triggered it.
What? That can't happen.
Says the computer scientist.
Interesting.
Well,
What would that take?
somebody did. What's that?
What would that take?
You're the hacker. You tell me.
All right, fine. Pip, what can you do?
Do you want me to tell them how I would hack their firewall?
Yeah.
Let's see. You could either have a hardwired connection into the actual reactor, and you go, and you could also, if you are really skilled, access it from maybe any terminal using power line communications.
So that, one of those. You tell me which one.
Tell me which one. What?
What method? What would be the weakness he could exploit, or someone in here could exploit?
Am I just telling them how to notify a reactor meltdown? What's
No,
the
this
point
is
here?
clearly a problem with your system, not with the reactor, so let's figure out what the problem with the system was.
I turned it off.
Who just turned off the alarm?
Says Quiet Bert, as you guys are making your way through the hallways.
Jerry's gonna inject himself really quick with another stim pack.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
And he's gonna radio Jules really quick. Jules, we need to leave.
Wait, can the radio signal get to Tabs outside the vault?
Is she outside the vault?
Well, I'm outside the vault guarding the car.
Yeah, that's true. She's not in
Oh,
the
yeah.
vault. But you're talking about Julian?
Julian.
Well, I'm thinking, would she be able? She would not be able to radio.
Can I read into that enough to know there's trouble?
We need to leave.
Yeah,
It's pretty clear.
You don't need to translate that. Yeah, there's trouble. Especially considering a reactor meltdown was just notified in the alarm system.
Are there any sort of outside of the vault? Would there be any signals of a
Yes.
meltdown? Actually,
You would see the turrets.
Oh,
Pop up.
gosh.
Is Hennig outside of the vault?
Yes.
Okay,
I imagine
with
he would
tabs.
do tabs.
yeah. Okay, so I'm chilling with the animals.
I'm wagering the family reunion didn't go well, and that was very awkward, so I'm going to have to take my leave for the time being.
Wait a second. This is Minos. This is you.
It's not
You
me.
brought him here.
I didn't bring him here, he brought me here. I'm here to make sure he doesn't make any stupid choices, which I'm not sure if I did that or not, but he's not capable of something like what you just saw.
He is. He's stupid and he's angry.
Jerry?
Yeah.
Have you seen him around computers?
Jerry's all,
It's a
I'm
good
gonna say
angle
mean
to
things that I
go.
don't mean. Jules is like,
Good.
actually, I'm gonna say mean.
Good point, but he's from a vault. He'd know how to do it.
No, he wouldn't, unless your computer guy isn't worth his salt.
Computer guy.
He couldn't, and I wouldn't, because why would I do something like that, standing right here in the middle of your facilities with all of you? It doesn't make sense.
Is this the Enclave?
This is not the Enclave. I haven't had contact with the Enclave for years.
What are you doing then? What is your mission?
I'm here to take a look at your think tank. I'm genuinely curious, that's it, and I'm here to stop Jerry from doing anything stupid.
Persuasion check.
Could Tabs radio them through the Pip-Boy being outside the vault, or is it like a block
boy.
signal?
This is a hard question.
Like, would it block the
Honestly,
signal?
if I was being realistic about radios, it probably wouldn't even
Yeah.
be. I don't even think Jared could talk to Jules. You're on several different levels, but
Yeah.
I will allow it. But
if the
I'm
tourist
not going
pop
to
up, she'd
allow
be
it
like-
outside the vault.
Yeah.
Could I
it
argue
stops.
intelligence instead of charisma? Because I'm making this argument logically, not
You
with
can
my...
argue that. Yes, and any else of you are always welcome to argue different skills for checks.
That's
But
horrible.
you were
That is
very clear
horrible.
on like he's
It's
not
still a
worth his
1.
salt.
How?
Oh, wait, no, it's not. My speech isn't high enough for that. much luck do I have left? I think this is kind of important.
It's decently important.
I think getting out of here is kind of important. I've got 2 left. I'm going to use that to re-roll these 2. Can I choose to use a cap on a re-roll?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Still awful.
One of them is better than
1.
1? Well, then you wouldn't be opposed to us just keeping you here for safety, would you? If you're just here out of curiosity.
Keeping me here for safety, how?
Well, there might be some hostile action going on with your friend.
I don't think Jerry could hurt a fly if he tried.
I know his type.
He's angry. I don't think that means he's capable.
I don't think so either, but there's something going on here, and until we get to the bottom of it, you're staying here.
Jerry is angry, and I don't think any of you are going to be able to help him defuse this. I'd rather if he's angry and if he's trying to do anything like what she said, I think it'd be easier to have someone he considers friendly in your corner, rather than keeping me locked down here.
Okay, fine. Radamanthus was supposed to kill Jerry. Well, ideally, Jerry was supposed to kill Jerry.
What do you mean?
I mean, we figured out what's wrong with him.
What's wrong with him?
The reduced evolutionary virus is not built for him. He's not up to the task. The rest
You
of his
tailored
life
it?
would only be needless suffering. We're doing him a favor.
Well, if he got mad, I can see why. Why not just let him be? What harm
We
was that to
did.
you?
We did.
And he came back asking for help.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And stuck his nose where it didn't belong.
Asking for help is an act of aggression. It's sticking your nose.
No, he pried in the middle of a mob negotiation. Yeah,
Because he
that's
didn't
sticking
know
you.
what was going on.
I think black trench coats and pre-war hats kind of gives it off.
Yeah, once you get in the room.
There were guards outside that room. He's getting super bananas right now.
God, I don't like Minus. I don't like this guy.
I'm just saying,
Child.
jumping to killing him is barbaric.
Ironsiv sticks a needle in Minos' neck.
Nice.
Okay, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Okay, I take it we're running.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Run.
Take his glasses.
I'm gonna grab...
Take glasses.
Hold on, you all, and he's pointing to the rest of the scientists. Jerry Fletcher was not a nice guy, but they wanted to kill him for eugenics reasons. That's why. You should not be contributing to this effort. It's not profitable. It's not good for the rest of you all. I'm going to take all of my research and go. They don't deserve any of this.
I'm gonna grab the fusion core on the way out.
You're going to what?
I'm gonna grab the special fusion core on the way out.
Okay.
And anything else that looks interesting.
Wait, that's mine. The reactor scientist.
It's not hard, you'll make another one.
It's hard.
Oh no.
Okay, you.
This is for you.
Research.
This
Thank
is
you.
for you.
I appreciate it. I was like, I heard about that and I was like,
I know.
Really? I was
know.
like,
Okay, we're going.
Okay, he leads you to the elevator.
Okay.
After grabbing just
Wait,
tons and tons
are
of
there
blueprints.
stairs?
This
elevator's slow as sin.
Good point. Stairs it is. All right, we're gonna cut back to Jerry right now. So,
Jerry.
how we're gonna do this? There are a non-determinate amount of checks you'll need to discuss.
I'm so sorry. May I, because this is going to be directly relevant, may I ask Pip to screw with their systems and try and help Jerry?
Sure thing. Reactor meltdown. Back on.
You can do this.
Everyone-
Just help us however you can. You already told me how to get in. Now do it.
Wait, what's that?
You can do this. You've already told me how to get in. Now do it. Help
Okay.
us however you can.
I'll trigger an actual meltdown.
No, not that.
Okay.
Open doors, close doors, deactivate defenses. You know what to do. You got this.
You got it. Roll a hacking check. partial successes, but the bare minimum will be a 2.
May I take a
Pip's
cap
like,
for this?
"I'm gonna
Because
kill
I have a thing
everyone."
that'll make it way better.
Take as many as you want.
I just need
3.
one.
I guess we know Pip's
almost
original intent.
One will already help me re-roll
Okay.
if I get a bad result.
Pip almost became a mass murderer.
He doesn't know. It's okay.
We're gonna make sure Noble look like a happy little accident.
Gosh. No, it wasn't
my
in the
dice
dice
tower.
tower.
What's that?
That was not in my dice tower. I would have
Was
said
it
the same
was it
thing if
cocked?
it was a 1.
Well,
It
she was
not.
about to pick it up before she even saw it.
Yeah.
And then she saw that it
I
was
would have done the
bad.
exact same thing if it was a 1. I promise you.
Okay, all right, roll again.
It's better. So first of all, I've got the hacker perk, so
Okay.
that's reduced by 1 difficulty.
Yep. One's the bare
And
minimum
then 5.
now. Okay.
Pip is gone.
My word, they really need to protect their classified information better.
Download whatever you can on the way out.
You'd only be able to get in if your computer guy wasn't up to snuff. Pip is like, no, he's not.
Okay, back to Jory.
Sorry, I thought that might
get
help you.
1 point of
Okay.
action. Well, it's your choice. Do you want? Essentially, you can trade any of those successes for action points, but it would affect how good a hack that was.
I think,
Keep it,
yeah,
keep it,
keeping
keep
it.
it.
Keep that.
We are keeping it because I want Pip to be super helpful and download lots of information. It's an investment.
Okay. All right. So as I said, you will face a number that I'm not telling you amount of checks to escape this vault. You're going to be confronted a number of times.
Okay, I am still high on C24
That other guy, yeah.
because
It's not very
it's
good.
lasting so it lasts a scene.
This is
but
still the
Jer-
same scene. Yeah.
Okay. Jerry's also a chemist. That means any chems that he makes last twice as long.
Yeah, you're good for the
So-
entire run. You're on C24.
Is there anything that Tabs can do to helping outside, or is she just gonna
Are
have to
the
wait?
turrets
Start the van.
active?
They're not. The turrets aren't shooting
Okay.
you, but the turrets are still.
So like something's up.
yeah.
Like she
something
can't
is.
get in the vault.
You would hear from the PA system the reactor meltdown and reactor meltdown back on
So
notifications.
she's like ready to go. I guess.
Yeah.
So what's the check gonna be?
For the first one, it will be a physical check, as you would see a vault security guard approach you, swing out his telescoping baton, and say, "Stop!"
Jerry's just gonna yell "Ah!" and attack him with.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
his-
Roll a check.
Okay.
Come on, Jerry.
Jerry.
Come on, Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh, does he get to go first, or who gets to go first?
It's a contest, we'll say.
Okay.
Not for necessarily inflicting damage, but kind of.
Okay. So, luckily I invested 5 points in melee. I got 1 success, -2 difficulty for the
Okay.
24.
He got 2 successes. He got a critical, but that is minus -2. So
So you got 4?
what?
So
No,
he
no,
got-
no, no. He got 2 successes.
Oh, okay.
-2 is 0.
Okay.
So you're good. Go ahead and get 1 action point for that.
Okay.
You can
the-
inflict damage if you want to, or you can just keep running.
Go ahead and pull one out for me. I don't care.
How much
I'm
bigger
gonna.
nose
I'm just gonna
stuff
inflict the
again.
damage and then
Okay.
keep running past him.
I'll roll the
take that if you
implication
want.
for you.
Let's see.
Right arm.
3 damage, 2 piercing.
2 piercing.
Nico.
Okay.
Nico.
Yeah, you punch him.
Me know some Pete.
I stab him.
Oh, well,
I'm-
you've got the sword. Yeah, that's right.
To just
Um,
himself
Yeah, you
because they
inflict a
have
pretty
her.
grisly wound on this guy. Not a serious one.
Tried to
And as you keep
check
running,
to test.
the door
And
closes
his leg
in
up,
between
up, up.
you and him. You're going through tons of corridors, tons of hallways.
He
All right.
deserved it.
Okay.
Next, you would see just a regular vault dweller, not a security guard. Stop! In the name of vault security! It's just like a 19-year-old boy. Just like,
That's your this guy
Jerry-
doesn't mean any harm voice.
yeah, that is.
Shove him.
This is just so I can use my melee instead of unarmed because my unarmed is non-existent.
Okay.
Jerry's gonna smack him with the handle of
You
his.
can do that. Yes. Okay.
He'll be okay.
He'll be fine.
This is why Pix doesn't like big companies. Organizations.
This one's a
Because
really
this
bad
happens.
one too.
I'll just say this happens. It's not
One
all the
success,
time in the world.
-2.
1 success. -2. Yeah.
Minus.
And I roll
Minus.
left leg if you want to roll with that.
He's
Okay.
unconscious.
How many damage die would that be?
We'll say the same number, but just not
Okay.
piercing.
Okay.
This is a bonk.
2 damage.
Okay. Yeah. You just sweep his leg out from under him and he whoa, and falls onto the ground.
All right, Jerry's just gonna book it past him.
All right. The door closes behind you once again, and you now enter the large corridor in the common area. That's the name.
Is Quiet Bert still with me?
He is, as a matter of fact.
Okay, I guess I'm leading the way. Is who's in here?
Yeah. So you would see a lot of people running frantically and a couple vault security onto what's going on. So there are 4 enemies in this room. 2 are, as with vault common areas, there's like a balcony above it. 2 would draw out combat rifles. And the other 2 are standing with batons. You can try to run through them, or you can try to deal with them. Quiet Bert will be in combat with this.
Is this the like dining? Is there a table between me and them? And the guys that are on the ground with their batons.
Yeah, the people on the ground. It's like there's 2 rows of tables, and you guys just came into the center of them. So there's an aisle that they're blocking the path of right now.
Okay. Jerry wants to kick a table into the 2 guys, if that's possible.
Oh boy.
Or are they attached to the ground?
I think they're attached to the ground.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Are the
Person
chairs attached to the
He
ground?
tries to kick the table. Doesn't
Quick,
work.
I've got a drill.
What about the chairs?
Just give me a minute, guys.
The chairs are movable.
Okay.
gotta
Can
be
Jerry
me.
pick up a chair and try to ram through them? We can do this in combat order.
Yeah. We'll start with you, Quiet Bert, and then the guards.
Get him.
Grabbing an item would be a minor action. You can just grab the chairs. I'm not going to make you... chairs or chair singular?
Just a chair. He's just going to grab the chair and then charge with it facing forward to try to force him out of the way so
Okay.
he can get through the door.
Yeah. Roll a melee check, please. Strength.
What's the difficulty, or is this contested?
It's contested.
Okay. I'm going to grab another action point because I got it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yes. Good use.
2 successes minus 2 difficulty.
Okay. None, actually.
Nice.
So go ahead and get 2 action points.
Okay.
Yes.
Their score isn't lowered to a negative. So.
Yeah. Difficulty.
You just see, you actually are just,
Is that
you're
yours?
terrifying them as you're charging forward towards them. One of them just says, "It's the Minotaur!"
Ooh, new code name. Wink, wink, wink.
You upgraded from Minos to the Minotaur?
That's a downgrade.
That's true.
Well, you're in the middle of a labyrinth and you're acting rather minotaurous right now. Next,
called him
Quiet Bert.
strong.
He's just gonna shoot one.
Aww. He's strong on the inside.
No.
That is only one
No.
success, but that's all he needs. He's at optimum range.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Bert. Bert.
Is Bert okay?
Yeah, Bert's fine.
Supposed to be better
he's
than
shooting
this.
right now.
He's gonna demand extra pay.
Oh wait, nope. Those 2 don't count.
What if he demands extra pay?
And it's a blank.
Might be
Okay.
worth that.
I think he deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Jerry's going to pay him extra.
He shoots one
Give
of
him
the
a nice tip.
guards in the left arm, and so that one kind of recoils. He does get a serious wound with that one. That was 7 points of damage. And next would be the last one, who's going to take a shot at the biggest target, who would be you.
Oh, I'm not the biggest physical target, but
Oh,
yeah, I
that's
see
true.
what you're saying.
Yeah, you're the one that everyone's like, ah!
The
the
fear
ugly
works in
guy.
their favor as well as yours.
2 successes. What's your defense?
1.
Okay.
Oh, Jerry.
They're going to hit you in the torso.
Ah.
Yes.
It has hit points though.
Combat
I have
rifle's no
4.
joke.
I have 4 armor.
It is no joke.
Combat rifle's no joke.
Yeah,
Very
it does have piercing.
Piercing 1. Piercing 1. Dice Tower, do your job. Come on. And then finally. 1. So that's 3 points of damage, ignoring 1 point of armor.
So I don't take any damage.
You rolled so many blanks.
Yeah, I had 4 armor.
Yeah, okay. You are hit in the torso, and you are thankful for Xanadu's patented ballistic weave. It's not patented. You're good. So,
This
you
episode
both
of Jerry is sponsored by Xanadu.
you rush through the common area and are
It's
now
really all
ascending the
just an
stairs to the vault
marketing
entrance.
scheme for Ballistic Wave.
They were trying to cancel the second season, but Xanadu kept them sponsored.
Okay. Is Bert behind me?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Jerry.
Okay, this isn't the way I would prefer to go. There's 2 turrets out there.
Go quietly, please.
Let's just hope they miss.
Sponsored.
All right, let's book it past them.
Okay. You are now at the vault entrance at this point. There's a single console. The vault door is closed right now. We're probably going to go back to... actually, no. You and Avransiv would meet Jerry and Quiet Bert at the vault entrance at the same time. You ascend the stairs.
You would
Jerry,
see,
this sucks.
You would see Jerry just kind of turn to look at you. His eyes are bloodshot, and he's just... he's high.
He's high in revenge.
Hold on. Okay, as the door opens, can we radio tabs?
I will... as the door opens, absolutely.
Yeah. As the door opens, we're going to radio tabs. Shoot the turrets!
Pronto.
Pip, shut him off if you can.
Automated check. What level are you?
You just said I got to the same point as the rest of them.
What's that?
No, he meant level of your character.
Oh,
7?
We're at 6.
6?
6.
Actually, you know what? He's cracked the entire system. They're off.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry about that.
Them 5
Level
successes earlier.
I am so
Pretty good.
proud of you, and you can have whatever you want. Now, let's go.
Is the security office out there have anybody trying to stop us?
As the door starts opening, the woman behind the front is like, shut, shut, shut. What's going on?
Come on, come on, come on.
Jerry's gonna run past, but he's gonna like glare at her with like the most disgusting look she's ever saw.
Okay. Wow.
Just because his face is disgusting, not because he's doing anything.
Yeah.
He gives her his neutral expression. She's
Yeah,
like,
all right.
oh!
And you are out.
Get in the truck, get in the truck, we're going.
What in Sam Hill? All right. The truck's like started.
So Jerry's
No
jumps
one
in the
comes out
back.
to pursue you.
Dun, dun,
Most of them were dealt with.
Jerry's hops
Heck.
in the back. His sword, his clothes.
You
he's
know
like
what?
covered in
Tabs is in the
blood.
driver's seat. She like would know how to drive a tractor and stuff. It's probably not that hard to figure out.
All right. And with that, we will end session for this week.
Drive into the sunset.
Thank you for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. We will see you next week.